coming in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd Talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, Mike M, picks from Dave, Earl Sports Bets. This is Nerd Talk, motherfuckers.
Hello, I'm Dave, and this is Nerd Talk, the live betting edition. Thank you for coming back. We're here every Friday. If you didn't know, now you know. Tell your friends, tell all your friends, your family about how much fucking money we've won over the past year and a half. And you might want to tell all the other people that follow the fade guys and the walking fucking cappers that do their walking picks. If you know what that is, all these gimmicks. There's no gimmicks here. All we do is have fun and win money. Find another stream that's won more money in a year and a half. Find one. I defy you. I defy you to find as good of a group of guys that come on this show. None of us are famous. None of us are going to get famous. Some of us think we are. We're not. We're all, ugly, and most of us are old. But we're fucking great handicappers, and we win money. Yeah. So there's only baseball on, right? No. Shut up. Shut up. There's more than baseball. Tons of fucking action. Past month's been great. Betting all sorts of stuff. Staying up late, watching sports in Australia, learning how to cap that. Gonna start posting those on Primos. Yeah, we're doing it. Soccer's on. I mean, fucking this Copa and Euro, I have to go back and see. I know I'm over 60%. I might be over 70. It's insanity how good we've done. And we've got a huge game tomorrow with the big future, and I fucking hate futures. Can't believe I have it, but we'll talk about all that. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Pedro, I'm not sure if you're still here. You were here a few hours ago. You're the man. One of my first Twitter friends, and from Portugal. It is well into the night there. So thank you for showing up. Gerardo, our buddy's always here. Wine time. Good to see you. Amsterdam. What else? Barney. Ron Lofton. Love you, buddy. Love you all. Thanks for showing. Hit the like button. We will be here for a few hours. I don't think we're going to go into the late night. We'll probably end right around when the last baseball game starts. We'll get, anyone has any plays, we'll give them to you. And we'll probably talk about anyone that wants to bet Aussie Rules football and rugby league in Australia. There's 7 fucking games. Usually there's only like 2 games or 3 games in each. There's 7 or 8 total games. I only got to look at one. So I'm going to be doing that. And I might as well give out some plays right now. One has gone off. That's the Rays money line first half, run line first half. Sorry, you didn't get it now, but oh wait, it's been posted on my Twitter page for 20 hours. But 9 o'clock last night, my time, it's 4. It's been there a long time. So if you missed out on that one, it's your own freaking fault. So let's hope it loses. So eat my word. So that's that bet. What else do we got? Let's pull open the bet slip. All right. Cincinnati team total over 4.5. It is juiced. I don't care. I like that. New York Yankees, Baltimore over 9. Houston first 5 minus a half a run. Seattle, Los Angeles Angels first 5 under 4.5. I don't know if you can get a 4.5 anymore. It might be a 4. So I like it more 4.5. That's the reason why I took it. I laid minus 130. And then Minnesota, San Francisco under 7.5. What else are we thinking? A late game in San Francisco. Is it going to go over? No. I'm in the Mariners. Those are the under games. Dust 10. Griner. Yeah, I didn't fuck around with WNBA. In fact, I forgot until right now to even look at it this afternoon. I looked at it last night and didn't like it. Maybe I should do that real quick. Should I throw the bets in? I've been on Tina Charles and Aja Wilson points over kick. They both didn't hit it last game. They are playing each other in this game. Let's take a look and see what I can get. If I like the number, I'll take it. If not, I'm not going to push it. Like I said, they did not hit last game by a little bit. It wasn't even really close. And if it was close, it wasn't until the end of the game. So let's pop that open. I did hear a click. I'm not on that screen. So for the Soul backstage, I will be there soon. Razor Sharp Picks, member for 3 months. Hit the like button and subscribe. That's right. Anyways, we will bring on our first. We will bring on our first guest, co-host, whatever you want to call him. Do have some new videos. They're not intro videos, so we'll just bring them on. One of the younger cappers, but one of the weirdly one of the most mature, which says some about us, and a great capper, good insights, and hopefully he has some winners. I know we'll have some winners. Oh, we have 2 guys, so we'll bring them both in. How about that? First guy I was talking about. Hey, this guy.
What up?
Boogie Cam. What's up, dude? Good to see
What
you.
up? I see you too.
And sorry, we're just going to bring him right in too, and you guys can go at it because I don't want to leave him backstage. This guy is a dude. Met him in person. Worked with him for a couple years now. And he's here. He's here to give us some crazy trend because he's the king of trends. We should trademark that. But anyways, here he is. Power's on. Internet's on. LJ.
We're back. I survived the hurricane, gentlemen. Back.
What was it? Hurricane Katrina? What was it again?
No, it was Beryl.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, Power's back on. Ready to rock and roll with you guys. It's Friday night. Let's make some money, man.
Cool. Let's go back to Cam. Cam, we'll go over your plays. What do you want to tell the people while I'll do some producing shit?
A couple games already start off. I'm not gonna give those out. I got the over in the Orioles Yankees over 9.
Love it.
I got White Sox first 5 -0.5. I think it was like -120. I took a little parlay with Brewers money line and Mets money line. I think they both get the job done. Yep. And I got what did I have for the late night? I know I had something. Oh yeah, I had Twins first 5 -1/2.
I like that Yankees Orioles over. I'm on that. That was one of my key spots.
Yep.
Joe Madden. Joe Madden, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. If you don't know Joe Madden, first of all, if you don't know Joe Madden, I don't want you here because you should. But we'll give you a pass. And go check her out on Twitter. Go check her out on Sports Grid. One of the best. Stop Geo. Thanks for the dono. Hopefully we won't get demonetized like last time. In fact, you know what? Actually, this pisses me off. I'm going to talk about this and we'll get to LJ. Because this is my show and I'm going to do what I want. They show you. First of all, we all know we're not blowing up. We're not professional. The whole point of me doing this is to kind of do what I want and give out picks and say the F word and talk about wieners. That's what we do. Okay. But we win money and there's no one else that talks about wieners more and wins money together. No one. That's our claim to fame. Okay. But I will tell you this, YouTube, and we're slow growers. You know, we're not really growers or showers. We just are. And we're about 800-ish subs, which is okay for 2 years. But they show you on the side in your analytics how much money they've made on how much money you made on advertisement. Well, there's a sick joke. If you don't have 1,000 subs, you don't get any of that. So you know what? Until I get 1,000 subs, I just decided right now I'm getting demonetized every show. Fucking shut me down. We're playing the WWF. We're showing games. We're doing all that. That's what we're doing. I'm angry, Joe. I'm not angry. I'm just on one. Wine time. When we get to LJ. Wine time. Dodgers, Phillies under 8. Oakland, Phillies under wait a minute. How can they? Are they all playing? Or
Oakland
something's wrong
Phillies
in there.
already
Let's,
started, but
yeah. Well, there's two Phillies. Like, how is Oakland and the Dodgers both playing the Phillies?
I think
Yeah.
you meant Detroit.
Crushing it tonight from Europe. Pedro from Portugal. Love that guy. Barney says, "Oh fudge." We know Barney loves fudge.
What up,
Back
Dustin?
on our bullshit. Let's go.
Amsterdam.
Okay, LJ, what are you on? Are you on the Brewers again? The Brewers shut the bed yesterday, but that's because they almost got no hit.
Yeah,
told you,
I
only
really
take
like my
Brewers
team.
off a loss versus the division. I'm strategically, and the first 5. Remember that trend I told you? It hit again. So
Yeah, I
just
know.
take it off the loss. Bottom line, enough said. But of course, I'm on my Astros tonight.
Okay.
First 5 over 4.5. Crazy trend. 19-5 in their last 24. First 5 over at home. So definitely on that one. Mets team total over 5.5. They're playing the Rockies. The Rockies give up a lot of runs versus basically every team.
Everyone, look at their bullpen.
Yeah. So I'm on the Mets team total. Rays money line Friday. Crazy trend. 14-6 in their last 20 games on Friday at home. 11-2 outside of the division. So, but I won't be surprised if the Guardians won. But I just took a shot at it because of the crazy trend that I followed. But Orioles run line 20-6 to the run line versus the division. So those are my top plays for as MLB, and I got some props in WNBA, of course. Asia Wilson.
Oh, shoot, I need to get on those right now.
Yeah, Asia Wilson over 26.5 points. Copper over 25.5 points, and of course Caitlin Clark, the money machine, over 9.5 assists. So
I'm on that too. I see
Those are
the
my
assists. Yeah, I sprinkled her triple double at plus 700 too.
hey, that's a good
Just a
sprinkle.
little something on it.
That's a good one.
Okay, I'm gonna hit Asia. I'm not hitting Tina. Charles. I like the whole look, and I didn't go back. I just reminded it. Asia comes off her games where she doesn't hit it, and she explodes. So I'm on it with you. So I just put a half a unit on it. Let's roll. Something else to say.
I've got to play in that Storm game too. It's a prop. I got Jewel Lloyd over 19.5 points.
Okay. I wish I had more time. I did. I stayed up and watched rugby, pushed, which sucked. Then I bet tennis. Didn't get the bet in that I wanted. Got the bet in that I wanted less and didn't hit. I'm kind of, tennis I need to stay away from. Rugby's fine. Tennis needs to go away. Because I kind of know what I'm doing, but I kind of don't. And I look at other people like Sam Comer and this other guy that I parlay key that you
be right back there.
Yeah, no problem. But I need to stay away from tennis. Because what happens is then I bet it live. And I do that with other sports, but I usually can, more than half the time, actually probably more than 75% of the time, I can right the ship live, Tennis, I just get buried. Yeah. And it has to do with totals. You watch a game, and the guy, who is the fucking guy playing Joker, Mussolini, whatever his name was. The Italian guy, fucking Boyardi. And he looks good and he looks horrible. He looks good. And then he wins the first two sets, or first 2 games in the second set. So then I bet the over because I already had the over, and it all goes under. Joker just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And he's going to lose to Alcaraz, but either way, it doesn't matter. Anyways, tennis, go away. Let's go to the chat.
They were interviewing him today, and he didn't sound too confident about. They were talking about how he got to face Alcaraz tomorrow.
Alcaraz is better than he was when he was in his prime. Alcaraz is like Alcaraz might. I don't know if injuries and how wear and tear goes in tennis, but from what I've seen, and I remember watching Federer and Nadal, and I remember Sampras and Agassi. Alcaraz might be the best, most talented tennis player I've ever seen play.
He's 21 still, too.
Yeah, that's insane. I know. This is what I'm saying. Something's in the water, and whatever part of Spain he's from. Stop Gio with his couple books that he wrote here. This number is moving rapidly. Skeens. Cy Young Fanatics. That's the best price. Yeah. My bet on Skeens is I have a Skeens rookie card that I pulled out of a pack. We'll see. It's already $25. I bet the thing's $100 by the end of the season.
I like it. Like, he can do it, but they're gonna end up sending him down once, like, 20 games after the All-Star break. Once they're not fighting for the playoffs anymore.
Yeah.
They're not gonna pitch him over 120 innings.
Caitlin Clark, Kelson Mitchell. Yeah, I think.
But he does got the stuff to. If he pitches a full season, he's gonna win.
He's crazy good.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, everyone's on Caitlin Clark and Griner. You already put Griner in there. Griner over 20 points. Yeah, Caitlin Clark was cool for a while when I was betting her unders, and then I tried to shift gears and it didn't work. I don't know. I like betting her. I like betting Angel Reese a lot more than I like betting Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
They can't get that number right with Angel Reese. They did last game, but that wasn't her. She actually was slow. She had like five rebounds until the last 4 minutes of the game. Then she got 5 in 4 minutes or some crazy thing. But yeah. Anyways, keep putting your guys that are trickling in. Keep putting your plays in the chat if you want to ask questions. This show is going to be, like I said, we're not going real late. We'll probably go to the start of the last game, and then because I didn't realize how many. I'm not. I could sit here and be quiet and cap the rugby and AFL games, but I'm probably going to give myself about 45 minutes to do that. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that's what we're doing.
I still got to cap all the UFC for tomorrow and shit too.
Oh man, yeah, I will not be doing that. I will be tailing, and
I don't cap all the fights, but like the fights that I look to attack, I'm gonna probably cap a few of them tonight.
In pure Dave fashion, I will be making last-minute decisions for every UFC fight. I think there's LFA on tonight, too, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have to ask.
Or PFL or something.
We'll have to ask the other dudes.
I took Scooble's strikeouts. He's already at 5. It's looking good right now.
Damn, what inning is it?
Top of the 3rd, 1 out.
He got 5? God damn, he's a monster, man.
He's ridiculous.
I just stay off stuff like that because, of course, a lot of people be on it. And I just like to watch because he's not nobody I track. But, it's just beautiful just to be like, man. But
it's crazy how good he got. Like, he wasn't that good, the first couple of years. Like, it's crazy. Like, he was average. He wasn't bad, but.
Did you take Crockett?
Who? Yeah, Crochet. I got him, but his is. I think his was 7.5 or 8.5. I got Scuba at 6.5.
I think I got his at 7.5.
Yeah, it was 7.5 juiced. Yep, I got paid like 145 or 150 or something.
You know that trend, the game after Skeens, how bad the Pirates are. I went to go look at that today, and the White Sox were like minus 170, and I said, "That's the weirdest thing ever." I'm not betting that. I don't care if that should tell you should probably bet the White Sox run line. No way in fuck I'm doing that.
I ain't betting the White Sox to do nothing. But I'll bet that pitcher strikeouts. That's the only thing I'll bet.
Yeah. I gotcha.
I took the first 5 minus a half. I'm not playing with that bullpen. I can't even do it.
Yeah, I'm not messing around with that team in general.
I think they'll just be up. They'll probably be up 2-1, maybe even 1-0 after 5. But I don't see Crochet giving up anything through 5 innings. Honestly.
Did y'all take the Red Sox yesterday versus what was it? Wednesday?
Oakland. It was Houck was pitching. Yep. I took the run line.
But that's the reason why you took it? Because it's a crazy trend.
I seen that trend, yep, on
0-16
Earl's show. I seen that, yeah.
As a dog in the 3rd game of a series, bro. That is crazy.
Yep.
That is so insane. So just bet them to lose the 3rd game of a series because they're pretty much always going to be a dog unless it's the White Sox or the Marlins.
Yeah, or the Rockies or something. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Yankees bases loaded did nothing.
Show.
Earl, who's Earl? Nick. I talked to Nick the other day.
Yeah, I'm at Earl Sports.
I know. I was just saying, who is he? Because
he's never around.
Because he's never. He's got his own shit, but he's got a new job. He's the producer for, and I haven't even talked about this. I saw him producer for some podcast, and I was like, who the fuck is this guy? He's he has some following, but I thought he was a nobody. Well, he was like an ex-quarterback from ECU. So Nick Scott definitely has a huge boner.
Yeah,
He
sent it to the chat one day. It's like Ehlers, Holden Ehlers or something like that. His last name's like Ehlers or something.
The chat on his show?
No, the dude used to play at ECU.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, he was a quarterback. And actually, I went and looked. He was an undrafted rookie, and then he played for some other league. I don't know.
I remember him. Yeah, he was decent in college.
Yeah. All I know is I looked him up on Wikipedia, and just out of curiosity, I looked at his 40 time. Fucker's slow. I was faster than he was. I was a lot faster than he was.
Yeah.
4.495 40. That's like Tom Brady slow.
35 years old, and he was in college.
Yeah. 4.95 is slow as fuck. You know, when I had a 4.95, I was a freshman in high school. There you go. I was no college athlete in football. I wasn't good enough to do that, but you know.
Yeah. He probably just has a good ass arm.
I'm glad for Nick. He's got a deal. I hope he's getting paid for it. He's probably just doing it as a fanboy, but I have to talk to him about it.
He said job. He's probably getting a little something.
I hope he is. They better be.
That's what
the fuck is. We do. Well, no, you know what? You know how we do. We do. All of us do everything for free. Thousands of hours for free. Yeah. All we do is we give out our plays for free. You don't even have to buy them. Just show up. You guys want a secret? When I don't do shows, I give out one play a day. If you want all the other ones, go check them out. And by the way, if you're a $50 bettor and you're not, and you don't know what to bet, and you're not buying someone else's plays, I used to do it before I capped everything. It's an investment, and you're if you're not trying to cap yourself, you should be doing that. And you're a dum-dum if you don't, because you're throwing money away. But there are a lot of those anyway. But my shows, I give all my plays. Every single one. Every bet that I bet today that's available, I just give out. So spend the time, hit the like button. That's all we want. But it's all free. Free. People like free shit.
Jonathan India's been on a streak. He's been one of the hottest hitters in baseball. He just homered again.
See again.
I need to figure out my smoking situation, because I'll tell you what, I don't want to roll a whole joint. I do. I enjoy rolling joints. I'm not as good as I used to be, but I can't smoke a whole one. So like, I don't want to waste. And people say relight it, but you know, I could do that, right? But I got a little piece. I guess I don't want to show it because people are cutting me out of stuff and all that, and I don't need that. But it gets dirty. And I'm not poor. I'm not in college. I'm not poor anymore. I don't need to smoke resin. I want to smoke greens every time. I don't need, and weed, by the way, weed is cheaper than it used to be. So I get an eighth that lasts me a week and a half. Every time I smoke, I want a fresh hit, right?
An eighth that lasts you a week and a half?
I'm slow.
Yeah, if you're rolling small joints, yeah.
Well, I have a small, my piece is real small.
I smoke that in a day.
I know you, but you look. You guys want to play whose dick is bigger? Let's have a drinking contest, okay? So like, okay, we're good at what we're good at. You know what I mean? But and by the way, it's cheaper for me than it is for anyone else. $20 lasts me a week and a half. But my point is this:
that's a good.
When you're hitting it like that in a small piece, it gets dirtier quicker. So I'm having to clean this bitch every 3 days, or else it tastes like charcoal.
Yeah, that's why I stopped smoking pipes. I just
all my pieces. Yeah,
with the joints, if you put it out, it don't smoke as good as when it's a fresh joint. You might as well smoke the whole joint
because it loosens up and and it's burnt halfway through it, and no thanks. And then when you're lighting it, you're sucking in pure ash. And
the blunt is kind of different with a blunt, but with a joint, it's like I don't know.
Blunt's even bigger, and I'm not into smoking blunt. I don't like smoking tobacco and weed together if I can not have it.
Me either.
Yeah. I'm gonna slow down on it when I get a bit older, but I still got them young lungs. I can handle it. A lot of people my age be smoking Black and Milds and shit. That shit is
those
terrible.
Are disgusting.
Yeah,
disgusting.
Oh, I remember we used to go get whatever like Philly blunt, anything, and they used to make the biggest blunt they could, but it tastes like shit because you're smoking tobacco with weed. And back then, like I said, it didn't matter. We were poor and young, but now
back then, yeah, the weed's better now, so you can't really taste the tobacco as much.
That's why I smoke less of it too, because my tolerance is not as high.
Hey, do y'all bet tennis?
Here and there.
We just had that thing. I bet it, but I'm no good at it. What do you want to know?
I don't bet a lot.
I think Alcaraz is going to upset Jokic.
I don't think that's to me that's not an upset. Yeah,
I mean, he's going to be the favorite. Jokic is going to be the favorite, right?
No,
Jokic.
Alcaraz is minus 150 right now.
Alcaraz is the best player in the world. Yeah,
Oh,
Sinner's ranked number 1, but Alcaraz is better.
I think Joker has a beat 3-2 with the all-time matchup though, but like he's like I'm not saying going down, but Alcaraz is at the.
I'll parlay it with some because I think he's going to win.
I think so too. It'll be like it's probably going to go 5 sets though. When they play, it always goes like at least 4 sets, probably 5, if not.
Wine time. I know it doesn't take long, especially you put a bunch of salt and rubbing alcohol in a bag, you put it in there and you shake it around and it works. I just don't want to have to do that. And by the way, Redbeard, to each their own. You ain't catching me smoking no blueberry fucking nothing.
Hell no.
Plain zigzags with the fucking Arabic dude on the front. That orange, small, teeny tiny zigzags. I don't need the big old fucking raws and all that. I don't need all that shit. No.
Yeah, the blueberry swisher just fucks up the taste.
It's all good. You like it, but Dave isn't doing that. You guys want to do that? That's fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to taste the weed. That fucks up the whole blunt.
Yeah.
Or joint, whatever you're smoking.
That's the best thing about it now, man. Back in the day, weed taste and smelled like weed. Now all this other stuff, lemon, pine needles, like this. This was harvested in December. That's how long ago it was harvested. They're trying to get rid of it. The shit smells amazing. I just can't even imagine. All drugs got
fresh as hell. Like imagine the shit that's
I remember back in the day, bro, this is what we used to do. We used to buy it, and what our dealer we used to do this. We used to put the shitty ass shit in there. First of all, they didn't take the leaves and stems or nothing. They just they weighed it out and they always shorted you. And if they ran out of bags, what they do is they take a fucking cigarette, the plastic on the cigarette, put it in there, burn the edges and roll it over and crimp it. Like fucking ghetto ass stuff. Now it's got like a prescription on it. Like it's a fucking legit like fuck.
I wish I could get me one.
Yeah. No, I don't need a prescription, but it looks like one. They treat it like they act like they're fucking pharmacists and shit.
It's medicine, man. I believe it's medicine.
You're a pothead that gets paid to sell pot. You're no fucking expert. Get the fuck bud tenders.
Hey, man.
We'll tell you what, though.
Like Devin say, all you need is weed.
What a cool job. If I was younger and just fucking stoner, I mean, get paid to do that?
Like for real, right?
I know. You get paid to be a drug dealer. What the fuck?
Who would have thought?
I know.
I need to start applying. There's a couple around me.
Wine time.
For real, bro.
Yeah.
Straight up. Be Uber weed up in this mug. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I have never, you guys all know that I get stuff delivered, all sorts of different stuff. I never have had, I haven't, since I started smoking, I haven't had delivered. I'm going to branch out. I just don't know.
Yeah. You get your groceries delivered to your house?
I've never had weed. No cigarettes. You can't. Tobacco. They don't.
No, I said groceries.
Oh, like, yeah.
Like for real?
Oh yeah. Between DoorDash, Instacart, and that's it. DoorDash and OnlyFans. Let's throw that in there. Those three since COVID. Not even joking. This sounds ridiculous. I've spent over $100,000 since COVID. On OnlyFans and everything that came after it. That's just the opening point. Okay. Yeah. Instacart is too easy and DoorDash is too easy. And it's embarrassing to say, but that's why I gained a bunch of weight. I was looking like a fucking puffer fish, bro.
Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah.
You're not being mobile. You're not getting around.
See, fuck all you guys making fun of me for getting alcohol delivered and you get your weed delivered. Come on.
Now I would get I'll get it delivered. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but my groceries I think is a little bit different because number one, I can't trust them to pick out my produce. You see what I'm saying?
There are things I don't order.
Okay.
And there's some things I walk them through. Like if I know they're gonna fuck it up, I message them or I call them and I say, look, this is what I want. And some of them, I got a steak the other day, a New York steak, and they weren't in the outside case. What do you do if you go to the fucking meat counter and they have it back there and they can cut it for you?
Yeah.
Every time they say, what they do is they have multiple orders, these people, and they want to rush through them.
Yeah.
And I say, no, walk over the meat counter. So I made this bitch go to the meat counter, as a guy, by the way, so I'm using the word bitch universally. Yeah. And he went over to the meat counter and he huffed and puffed about it.
Yeah.
But he waited 15 minutes and they cut him a New York steak because I don't want a T-bone. I wanted a New York strip.
You want what you paid for.
I know, and I'm tipping you for it. Motherfucker.
Like, oh my God. I'm just so horrible.
Fansly is not better than OnlyFans because most of the girls on Fansly are putting Instagram pictures on there and making you pay for it. They don't even get naked. Fuck Fansly and fuck Fanfix. Fuck them both.
I knew I should have faded.
Peasy, I never said. I don't hold no bones about who I am. You know that. I'll admit it. I'm not a fucking phony or a liar or anything. I'm lazy. But since the beginning of the year, I've been doing a lot better. I don't get alcohol delivered, and I go grocery shopping maybe once every week and a half. Maybe.
So let me ask you this question then.
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a girlfriend?
Girlfriend that I called a girlfriend?
Yeah, that you claimed. This is my
2016, end of 2016.
Okay, that wasn't that long ago. Okay.
8 years ago almost, yeah. Now, before we get into this, because there are some people, strangely, people are obsessed with me, and I don't know why. It could be negative, whatever. We all know about the trolls in the chat, but there are some people that were very interested in my sex life and sexuality. So let me be real clear on this. And I'm private about everything, but that I'm private about. But it's not been 8 years since I've had sex. I know I'm going to get clipped or something. The last time I had a girlfriend was 8 years ago, and the reason why it was so long ago was because that girl was a fucking.
What was the final to like? I gotta get away from this girl.
What was the fun when I went to Vegas on Thanksgiving without her? Not because I didn't invite her, but because she had to work or something. I didn't want to accommodate her, and she threw a pissy fit. And I came back and she gave me attitude, and I said, "I don't need this. Like, if I can't go away for 3 days." Yeah. And you're going to get mad at me, then I'm in my 30s now. That shit worked in my 20s. And to tell you the truth, now that we're getting on this, I know you've been married for a long time. Cam's young. To Cam, advice to you, lower your standards. We've had this conversation. Lower your standards. I know people say that when you get older. When you're younger, fuck everything.
You got a girlfriend right now, Cam?
Nope. I haven't had a girl in like 2 years. I ain't really looking for a girl right now. I'm trying to, that can wait. That can wait.
Was that question, LJ, because of the OnlyFans question? Because OnlyFans came out 4 years ago? I'm going to be honest with you. One of the reasons why I've been less social, the need to be less social, is because of OnlyFans.
I get you. Hey, it goes down to drama.
Well, this is the thing. So, like, some people need the physicality there, and I do too. Every person does.
Yeah.
I happen to be able to last a little longer than most people because that suffices. But if you can go without actually physically having touch, these girls are for hire. This sounds horrible, but there's a price for everything almost. And some it's too high, you don't want to pay it, but you can manufacture. There are girls that do girlfriend experiences, which is like they'll put on the same movie. Sounds weird, but this is a thing people did, and this started in COVID. They'll put on a movie together, and you'll sit there like this, watching each other and talking. And obviously she gets naked, and sometimes she'll play with her, like that kind of stuff. But it's called a girlfriend experience. What's different than only thing is you're not touching them. It's the same thing you'd get, and people are paying for it. So it's kind of hookerish. It's kind of not,
I mean, hey, at least that's like the greatest form of protection because
yeah,
can't catch anything doing that, buddy. So hey, man, to each his own, bro. Like I said, if I didn't have my wife, ain't no telling what I would be doing. I couldn't even imagine what I would be doing at my age right now if I didn't have my wife. So. It's just the fact that, I had a similar experience with the girl right before I left to get with my wife. Now, she told me one day, because she made a lot of money. She was making like $200,000 a year. So every time we went out, I was always in the passenger seat. She drove because she had an expensive car, and when we went out to dinner, she always paid, you know what I'm saying? So I felt less of a man. So I came to her one day. I was like, look, why don't we part ways for a little bit? Let me get on my feet. Let me get established as a man so I can hold my own. So if we can go out, I can pay for the dinner. You know what I'm saying? I want to contribute to the relationship like that, She's like, well, I'm not gonna want you then. And I'm like, you're not.
Oh, she wanted to take care of you.
That's she said, I'm afraid that if you do that, you're not gonna want me because I want to be able to control and she put it in a kind of a fly way to make me think like, so you just want to like a boy toy, you want to bring me out every now and then and showcase me, and put me back in my little box when you don't need me, right? So I was like, you know what? You say you're paranoid that I'm gonna leave you, right? She was like, yes. I was like, well, how about I leave you now so you won't have that paranoia on you?
Yeah.
And I left that day, bro. That day, didn't have no plan, didn't have nothing. Because if someone tells you I'm not gonna want you, if you get on your feet, so I can't be my own person, and you don't want to be.
You want me to stay like this?
Well, kudos to you. You guys were up. You guys were on it. They're both honest about what you wanted. Granted, hers is kind of fucked up, but
what's crazy about it? Let me tell you what's also crazy.
Yeah.
She's so crazy that she invited me and my new wife to her house to a party, bro.
Oh,
that's how crazy she is. But see, my wife was like, this is why she did it. She wanted to show you that she can provide something better than what you have now. She wanted to show you what she had. And dude, these are around her friends that she talked bad about me. Like, I'm just this horrible person. I did all these things. And you invite me to your house where all these friends are at. And they're like, I thought he was just a horrible dude. And he's in your house smoking your weed, eating your food. Like, you crazy. Even her friends told her she was crazy, man. Yeah. So I'll
tell you what, I've dated girls that after and it's this weird thing that's a weird thing with girls is that they want to be friends with your new girl, and it's there's nothing that's good that can come of that.
That's very strange.
But it's a psychological thing. Do they want to know what? Do they want to compare themselves to them? Do they want to control the situation? Do they want to give them backhanded comments and make them feel bad? I don't know, but I've been there. But I'll tell you what, though, just to sum this up for me, and then we'll get back to sports.
Yeah, let's get back.
8 years in those 8 years, I've dated better. I've dated younger. It's also because I'm more stable. I have money, and I've been more carefree. It's been great. There's been less people there. Also, I live alone, and I also live in a place where getting tail takes some effort or planning. But that's already kind of down and in the books. But I love COVID had some good things, and one of them is my relationships status. It really is.
I get
awesome.
You, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I feel you. Hey, do y'all see what this Red Spears is doing over here? He's like striking out the Marlins like they haven't had. He said 6 Ks in 2 innings.
Is that the dude on the Reds? Yeah.
Reds, yes.
I have the Reds team total over. Today's looking good, boys. Razor up.
He has 6 strikeouts in 2 innings.
Yeah.
He struck out the side both innings, bro. Like,
it's the Marlins. It's like beating
I didn't
up
expect
a
him to pitch like that, though. But still.
Like, seriously, how can you predict that? What was his strikeouts at?
Hopefully they'll keep it up. Their bullpen's a bit scary, though.
Whatever. I mean, to each their own. But no, I don't.
I'm just waiting on these Astros, man. Let's get cracking with these Rangers, because this series is always like, ooh, bro, like it's a rivalry. And if it wasn't for the hurricane, I probably would have went down there. Probably not. I'm probably not gonna go. I'll probably go Sunday. Blanco pitches, but definitely, man. It's just that the city's just so messed up, and it's still raining, bro. Like it's still raining right now. It's crazy. We've been raining all week long, and people still ain't got lights. You know, my sister's over here right now in my house because she ain't got no light to her house.
Sean Higgs is in and out. Sean Higgs' mother didn't have, as of last night or the night before, last night, didn't have power. Yeah. But and I don't want to get into it. If he wants to, I don't know if it'll come on, but Sean's funny. He's like a doomsdayer.
Yeah.
So he's got
easy.
He's got a bunch of like stuff stocked up. He was showing me pictures, and some of it's fucking ridiculous. But I'm not gonna put the guy on blast. But he's funny. Yeah. He's the guy that's gonna be okay when the world ends, though. That's
right.
For sure. I'll even say it. I don't care. You won't even care. He has clean. Obviously, they're clean. He has extra. I don't know where this guy got extra trash bins. You know, like the trash cans that they provide you. He has extra ones full of water in case he needs to. Not like well, you can boil it, but in case he needs to wash something or just clean water, because you don't know if your water shuts off or obviously in a hurricane there's shit floating around in the water, and what if it, I don't know.
He posted it on Twitter.
Trash cans full of water. I asked him if that's where he takes baths, and he laughed. But
he posted it on Twitter the other day.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that. Okay, yeah. I love Sean. LJ, the government is controlling the weather. Oh, he also told me that too, which I don't buy.
Really? The Operation Popeye? Okay.
They talk about creating mini ecosystems with temperature control and satellites and shit, because a lot of natural disaster phenomenons, like a tornado, is hot air and cold air passing each other. Hurricanes has to do with temperature and precipitation and all that stuff. They say that they're creating it, the government, like they're God.
Yeah, right. It's called Mother Nature. That's what it's called.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If I don't want to get into politics, but it's making me angry watching him. And the fact that he's going to run, that's abuse. Dodgers crawling back. Cash the chili and over 2.5 in the women's soccer. Love it.
Good shit. I just jumped on Alvarez over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. He's batting.
He's in the lineup?
He's 9 for 19. 9 for 19 off any career. 474 average.
Damn. He's in the lineup, huh?
He's back in. Yep, he's batting third today. It's hits, runs, and RBIs too. It's kind of juicy, but he can get that.
He's gonna have a hit in the RBI for sure.
Yeah, one single that hits. Hopefully, he get that in the first inning.
Is he gonna have people on base?
RBI single, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he is in the lineup. You're right. Damn. Okay.
That's what's 3, up.
He be getting hit, man. Like we played the Twins that last game. I think it was the was it? It was some team, man. They hit him like 3 times, bro.
With the
like pitch? I'm trying to remember. Was it the Twins? It may have been, bro. Because didn't we play 4 games with them? What's the last team we played 4 games?
I can look. I got it right here. You played.
No, it was the Blue Jays.
Blue Jays, yeah.
It was that because he was smacking them up, bro. The first 3 games, like he had a home run in every game. The first 3, right? So the 4th game come around. Every time he came to bat, they hit him. Like he wanted to fight so bad. He was like, bro, just walk me. Why do you have to hit me? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You can just walk me. Intentional walk me, bro. Why do I got to get hit?
I got it right here. They walked him the first at bat, and then he flew out, and then he got intentionally walked, and then the last 2 at bats he got hit, the 6th and the 9th inning.
Bro, why? Why you got to be doing
He walked 4 times, and 2 of them he got
because
hit.
He was Kobe. He was, bro. He had 3 home runs, and every time he had people on base. So he probably
tired of him.
15 RBIs in 3 games, dude. They're like, bro, no, get your ass out of here. But man, you ain't got to hit people though. That's one of the reasons why I never was a fan of baseball to play it like that. Because if I got hit by that ball, I'm gonna want to fight, man.
Yeah. And it's the Astros. They got a target on their back.
Everybody 90 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour. You want to hit me with the ball? No, bro.
I don't agree with it, but they definitely got a target on their back. Nobody likes the Astros.
Unless I got some padding on, like I'll make sure I got padding if I do, but just the mental aspect of it.
I think
I agree with it. If they hit one of your best players on purpose, then you damn near got to return the favor. But if you just hitting them because you can't get them out, that's crazy.
You know how I feel about it is? I feel like if you hit them and it's egregious, it should be reviewed. And if you want to hit them, but you're kicked out. Then that guy's gone. Like if you want to, there has to be repercussions for it. I don't like to just get away with it and it's all willy-nilly. Because honestly, some people can get real. I mean, you can get hurt. I mean, it's fucking
for real, bro. You can seriously injure somebody doing that. Especially if you throwing it at their head. Like they got to wear stuff right here now because you throwing it at their head.
Yeah. like when they throw it behind them and shit, it's like kick that guy out of here. Like if you want to do that, do it. But if you're in the major leagues, you're not missing that far, idiot. Like fucking throwing behind them.
Well, I'm ready to get it cracking, man. Let's
Mets
go.
Mets just tied it up. Back-to-back homers for the Mets.
Told you, bro. Team
2-2
told.
now.
The Mets are gonna finally decide to do something this year, or what?
No, I just
Probably
think they're on a
not.
streak right now. What's the play in Astros game? Astros first 5 over, Flea, over 4.5. And I took the full game over 8 as well. But my biggest bet, Astros first 5 over 4.5, my friend. It's going down. It's the rain.
Both teams 4.5.
That's
right?
got 4.
Yeah.
That's got like 4-3 after 5 innings written all over it. They hate each other. They're about to come out swinging.
And these two
Seager said
pitchers,
that
they
shit after they won the World
played these
Series.
teams. Like every person on each team, every side has a good numbers versus the pitcher. And Hunter's shaky, especially at home.
Oh yeah, he's been pitching above his pay grade for
He
sure.
been giving it up.
He's not bad, but he's not what he's been doing. He's been
he's
lights
shaky.
out.
Because you got to keep him in there long because we're hindered in the pitching because we got so many injuries. But as long as the score goes over, I'm good. That's all I'm
I think
looking
they'll win. It'll be like a 7-5 win or something like that. 8-6.
Hey, speaking of Mets, I got Nemo parlayed in a 2+ bases. Where he at? Was he part of that home run that you just said? Nope.
Nope, it was. Oh my God, they just homered again. What the? The Mets don't ever do this when I bet them. That's why I'm so surprised. Right
Yeah,
now.
no
I bet
shit.
them and they'll end with 2 runs every time I bet them.
He say, "Damn, they homered again, bro."
They're about to take him out damn near. C-Mac, that's really why I bet it. C-Mac was talking earlier on with Jose. He said the pitcher, he was going through his minor league stats. He said the amount of home runs he was getting up was crazy. Like he would give up like 3 or 4 like every time he would come out.
Well,
I looked at the stats.
he
Yeah.
just did it.
That's
right.
why I took it. He was like, he looks horrible.
Straight up, man.
Shit, my phone's over there. All right.
But yeah, I want to, like I said, my thing is to be like you, Dave, just to watch everything, man. Rugby, would you say Australian soccer? That's what you said?
ASL.
Football. So there's
Yeah.
it's different. It's like soccer. It's like soccer and football combined.
Yeah, man.
No
Yeah.
pads.
No pads.
Seriously, bro. I would love
And they
to-
wear the fruitiest uniforms, but
Yeah.
but it's no fruity sport. I mean, they're clacking each other and
Yeah.
and it's
I can imagine.
then there's
Bone on bone.
rugby league, which isn't like the rugby. There's 2 types of rugby. The type of rugby when we think of rugby is called rugby union. It's like the big guys and the scrum pushing each other, and then they lift each other and they catch the ball. Rugby league is like line up in a row and run at each other. It's like Civil War. It's just it's crazy, but it's easier to bet. And so I watched that. Yeah, I watched that last night until 5 a.m.
Man.
Stop Geo's on the run line. Mariners. I can't let run line with the Mariners. I don't know. He said they are hitting lefties over 300, but I still. That's not
There are
enough.
teams that don't score enough. Historically, the Mariners run line is not a word that I
Yeah.
I wouldn't even bet. I don't even like bet money line with them, so I can't get to a run line.
Well, money line I'll do, but run line.
I'll do it at home if they're at home.
Any team that like is
It depends on
a
the price.
under team, like the Giants. I'm not betting run lines with the Giants. First 5 run
That's
lines.
the same. Yeah, Giants, the Mets, be in years past for sure. Maybe not as much this year. but like
And I'm
teams
not
like
even
that.
throwing in bad teams like the White Sox. I'm talking about decent teams that
Yeah,
I'm not betting run lines.
the Mariners are definitely that team. The Padres kind of are that team too. The Padres got a lot of 1-run wins.
Yeah, the Padres are.
Brewers, especially last year, the Brewers, man, you couldn't like run line with them.
Second inning, Reds have 3 runs already.
The Reds, yep. That team total's looking good. Hopefully they can get the run line.
Yeah. Hopefully, this Yankees and Orioles, the first inning, top of the first, Yankees get bases loaded and don't even score. It's 2-0, but it should be like 4-0 right now already.
That Orioles bullpen's been shaky too. I mean, Yankees been kind of shaky, but that Orioles bullpen's been shaky.
We got 2 big soccer games this week. Big tennis match. You
cash your future, right? If Spain wins.
Yep. No, I can so this is, I'm not doing it, but there is a definite smart hedge that a lot of people would do. And I'm a gambler. This is why in what we do, everyone wants to think they're a true gambler. No, they're not. I'll tell you a true gambler right here. I have a clear hedge where I can pocket easily. I can either break even or pocket $1,100. How would you not, if you presented a sports bettor with, there are 2 options. There are 3 options, right? One is bet $400 on the other side. And if they win, because they're plus money, you cover a $500 bet. So you break even if you bet the other team. There's even a way where you can win some money, but this is like that option. If you bet and your team wins, instead of netting $1,500, because the bet was $500, and you win it'd be netting $2,000. Yeah, you would net $1,100. Is that right? You win $500. No, you'd net $1,500. You'd net $1,500. So I can either win $1,500, break even, or go for all $2,000. I'm going for all $2,000.
Yeah, that's a gambler.
Yeah. I should be betting $400 to at least break even. I'm not doing it.
I want to at least secure like that I'm safe or profit. One of the two.
$1,500.
But I mean, futures, it depends how you are. Some people take futures differently. If they're going to be like, if I'm going to wait this long, I want the whole profit.
I didn't wait that long. It's only been a couple weeks, but it's been torture. It's been torture. And if I'm going for it, I'm going for it. Yep. If I lose 500, I lose it. Problem is I'm going to be pissed because I'm really losing 1,500.
Who are they playing again?
Spain's playing England.
England? Aren't they? What are they? Are they like a defensive team? Or are they?
So England is they're not they're a methodical team. They do have a good defense. It's not as strong as it's been, and they have attackers too. Harry Kane's one of the best attackers in the world, but they get on a lead and they sit on it, and they also don't play well from behind. They're also known for being in a tie, letting the game expire, going to penalty kicks and losing. That's what happened last time in the Euros against Italy. That's not Spain. Spain has some of the flashiest, best players in the world. They're fast. They're offensive. They're going to get in trouble. I don't see how they lose. That's another thing. I might even bet more money than I have and get real greedy. Bet another fucking $500.
Just put like a regular bet on them as well.
Yeah, which is dumb because I should sit there and save it. But fuck it. I love the Spain team.
Last game of the tournament too.
Yeah, they play possession exactly. Yeah. And I'm an English. My team I root for is England. I root for England over the U.S. When they played U.S. in 2010 in the World Cup, I had a Wayne Rooney jersey on, which is an English player, and an American bar, and people didn't like that. But money's money. I'll bet it.
Scored a run, 2-1.
Nice.
The guy on third base with 2 outs.
Yeah, Fernando. I don't like their coach. I don't like Southgate. He's an excuse guy. He's just, I don't know. Spain 3-way. Yeah. I'm probably betting him again. We'll see how stoned I get tonight. We'll see how much money I win tonight.
The game's not till Sunday, right?
No, it's 3 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
Oh,
noon
tomorrow.
my time.
Oh, the other game's Sunday.
Copa.
Yeah.
Damn.
I got it mixed up.
Colombia, Argentina, which Colombia has a shot, I think.
What's the odds on that? Is it it's a big shot though, isn't it? Or
let's see. Fernando, what do you think about Colombia beating Argentina?
It's gotta be like 3-1, right? Or 250?
No. Well, okay. It's a 3-way bet, right? Okay. Yeah, so the money line is plus 116 for Argentina, plus 340, so 3.5 to 1 almost. The draw is 190.
What's the qualify odds? Or the win odds? The win.
Just to they call it to lift the trophy.
Yeah, lift the trophy.
Plus 155 for Colombia, minus 180 for Argentina. It's not as much as you think. It's closer than you think.
Yeah, I thought it'd be like 200 plus 200 at least.
You want to know why? Argentina's getting old. Di Maria's old. Messi's old. They're not. And Colombia, I don't know as much. There's an old that Rodriguez guy's getting older on that team too, but you know.
And they're playing a lot of games. What is this? The 8th game of the tournament or whatever? I mean, not.
Yeah, I don't know. They play a group stage and they play the knockout, the quarters, the semis. It's what's going to be stupid? What's going to be stupid is if this game, I think it still has the same rules. If this game ends, they don't have extra time. It just goes straight to penalty kicks.
Wow.
That's gonna rob
and then the
them.
other one, you get the 5 or the whatever extra minute.
It'll be interesting to see if they don't, sometimes they have different rules in the playoffs for hockey than they do. Same thing with the knockout stage versus the group stage. But if they have the same format, I wonder how it's going to affect play, because when the fat lady sings, it's over. They're going to fucking PKs.
Yeah.
There's no 30 extra minutes.
I'm not really convicted on any sides. I may just play the draw in both games, and if one hits, you up a little bit of money.
Yeah, Fernando.
I think one of them games is going draw for sure. I think they're going to be playing tight.
I have that game up. Let's take. Oh yeah, there's also tomorrow is Canada Uruguay for 3rd place. No one gives a fuck. Uruguay can.
Wow, they won with the man down against Uruguay.
Yeah.
Colombia.
Yep.
Bro, Caitlin Clark already has 7 assists in the second quarter just started.
She's insane.
Let's go. We got that 9.5. I forgot that even started. I thought that was a later game.
You could have laddered that, bro.
I got that triple double. How many rebounds she got? I took that 7 to 1. Triple double.
She got 3, bro. She got 5, 7, and 3, bro.
Oh shit! I might got a chance.
You may get it because her PRA usually hits. So
I only sprinkled $20 on it, but that
8 rebounds, 7 rebounds. Yeah, that's crazy.
I think it's like 160 off of $20. I'll take it.
I think Brittany Griner's soft though to me.
She is.
Yeah, right.
Like I think they softened her up, and I didn't watch her.
Oh yeah, I watched her play a couple of times. It's like she's too big to not be oppose her will. You know, she doesn't do that. She's real passive.
I guess Billy said her girl's gonna have a kid any day now, so she probably looking forward to having her kid or whatever, because she's due like any day. Billy said. Man, she's probably not focused on that shit right now, and they got the Olympics coming up and shit.
No, she need to.
I'm gonna bet that she's gonna take the father role.
Yeah, she is. They be posting about it and everything.
I don't know. I want to say anything. I don't know. I just I don't know.
It's crazy,
bro. She just got another assist, bro.
What's the score? Are they winning at least?
And look, that 9.5. The 10 was plus money, bro. Like it was plus 105, I think.
Yeah, I got I think even money, but it was plus.
Yeah,
it might have been plus.
Like I said, I took the 10 and the 11 over 10.5.
She got 8 assists. She's only shot 4 shots.
No, bro, she gonna shatter that, bro. She probably gonna get 20 assists, bro.
That Kelsey Mitchell, she's a dog on the Fever. That's like she might be better than Caitlin Clark, I think.
Number 1,
Judge homered.
Is she number 1? She's got dreads. I know that.
Yeah. I know you're talking about
number 0.
Number 0. Okay. Oh, okay.
Mitchell. Yeah, she's good.
Ramon, that's not why I said what I said, but that's a good point.
I'm not gonna say she's better than Clark, but she's a better scorer than Clark. I'll say that. She can score.
You say Judge homered?
He homered? Yeah, That's crazy. Somebody said he hasn't homered in 8 straight games of the day.
Like for real, man.
Right when someone brings it up, he homers.
Yeah.
That's how it usually happens, man.
Well, we're almost halfway there. It's top of the 3rd. We like that.
It was somebody on Twitter I don't even know who it was. You know how you get them random people you don't even follow and it'll pop up on your feeds? I hate that.
JP's funny.
I know.
DJ Peasy, you need to come on live and just.
You want to come? You want to come, Peasy? I'll send you the link.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Talk some shit.
He's fucking hilarious.
But you know who's a dog on the Mercury, in my opinion? Copper. That's why I took her points, bro.
Dog. I always take her points. It'd be like 24.5.
Bro, she's the third leading scorer in the league.
Yep.
She be hooping.
She gets her shots up. She gonna get up like 18 shots a game.
She could create her own shot. Like off the dribble.
She was on the Sky. I remember her on the Sky. She's a dog.
Oh, she did? She played on the Sky?
She won it. Yeah, they won a championship when Candace Parker was there.
Oh, she was on that team?
Yep. She was, yep.
You know what? She was on that team. That's why I remember her from, bro. Yep. I'm tripping. She was.
She improved her game. Like she was a good ass defender back then, but now
look at it, just took the three. She missed it though.
I just know that because I'm from Illinois, so I like the Sky.
Yeah, bro. I made a lot of money when Candace played, bro. I was taking her every game. That's how I feel about Angel Reese right now. Just take her every game, bro, because she's so competitive. She wants her prop. Like she takes pride in it.
Yeah, I was doing that with Asia Wilson for a little bit too on the Aces. She was
I still take hers.
A crazy run.
Oh, that Tina Charles, Aja Wilson, and those points, and then Reese's rebounds have been auto bets for me for weeks.
Yeah, I stick to my same few players in the.
Yeah, me too. I'll branch out. Like I'll hit if it's a team that I know is really bad in the paint. I look at these stats, and if they're bad at opponents' points in the paint or rebounds, I'll look at that, and then I'll see who's playing.
Yep.
But it's almost like it doesn't matter with those other three. They're just getting it. It doesn't.
Yeah, because they're the best players. You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I also take that Thomas girl on the Connecticut Sun, Alyssa Thomas. I always take her assist. Like she doesn't shoot the ball like at all. She's just out there passing the ball every time. It's crazy.
I think I took her assist once with Billy.
She's like Draymond of the WNBA, basically. Like she'll go out there and put up 4 points with like 12 assists and 10 rebounds. Literally.
Does she look like a donkey, like Draymond? Ramon, just I don't know if he's he should be coming, maybe not. But let me know on your books that if you can see the Sydney Swans game. They're playing North Melbourne. It's going to be a blowout. It's not on Bet Online. It's on FanDuel, and I'm wondering why. The spread's 47.5 points. That's probably why they. But
that's
let me know.
The only game tonight.
No, there's 4 games. There's 7 or 8 games in both rugby and AFL. But the Swans, which are becoming my team, they're like the Yankee. They're like the one of the best teams. Yeah. They're the favorite to win. They're 47.5 points on FanDuel, and it's not even posted on Bet Online. They're minus 1,200, which is huge. That's huge. That is 47.5 divided by 6. That's an 8-score lead, 8-score spread.
47.5. Yeah, that's a lot of points.
Yeah. That's a lot, and they're good enough to do it too. North Melbourne's one of the worst teams in the league. Them in Richmond.
What is this?
Scooble finally got the strikeouts. He had me sweating there for a second.
Oh, sweat, nothing. He got it.
He just got it though, but like he had 6 for like 2 straight innings.
He hit the prop.
Yep, he got it.
We'll be live for like 15 or 20 minutes after. We're gonna shut down. It's the dog days. We're here just to talk and get people some money. But we're not gonna go late watch the Giants game in the 10 o'clock. No, fuck that. We're gonna we'll be out. We got another 2 to 2.5 hours of the show. We're just here to talk about the weekend. We have our bets for today, but this is kind of what I wanted to do. Talk about soccer tomorrow. I want to get the chat and you guys a little bit into this Australia stuff. Go look at the NRL.com. That's rugby league. Go look at AFL.com. Start looking at some stuff on YouTube. It's very bettable. If I'm doing it with how much other stuff that I do, you can find your edges in it. I'm branching out in the sides. Totals are really where I started this season. But anyways, we're here to talk about that. We're not here to go all late, and that's football and basketball season. This is,
man, I can't wait for college football and college basketball though. College basketball.
I can and I can't wait. I can't wait as a fan. I can wait because of how much work it is.
Well, yeah, but man, that's my most profitable shit by far. College basketball.
Oh yeah, I bet Carrington. once this year. She didn't hit her prop, so screw her. But Ramon Scott, it's favorite player because I've covered her mom's championship level high school team dozens of times, including championships. Her mom is a record-setting coach from my area. Well, that's a good reason to like her. Hey, he's up on my Tigers. I'll tell you what, Richmond's dog shit. They're at the bottom of the league, and you know it. And by the way, the West Tigers, I was wrong last night, but boy, was I right about the total. Boy, was I right. Fucking the Cronulla Sharks, the bane of my existence, covered the total by themselves.
I thought that was Big Show for a second, saying he's up on my Tigers. I thought it was talking about baseball.
No. It meant Richmond. It's his AFL
Dan,
team.
yeah. I seen this Dan.
Grand Slam Reds, cash it. Cash it. Cash the team total. We got a video. We got new videos. I was going to wait to play them, but we're just going to play it right now. We'll just do this one. Yeah.
Reds got it.
Mine is college football. Yeah. Did you have the team total or you have the run line?
I got the run line.
Yeah.
Full game, but that's looking good now.
No sweat.
Mets just scored 4-2. And Yankees put up a run. So that over's looking all right now.
Third inning. What do you know?
3-1.
Yeah, I know. Ramon's a very interesting. I think.
Lots
Ramon,
of stories.
you drink Dos Equis. Ramon has to drink Dos Equis. Right?
Dos Equis.
You know why? Think about it. Why would Ramon drink Dos Equis? Why would that be the beer? Guy with a bunch of stories. Most interesting man in the world. You don't remember those commercials?
Oh, yeah.
I don't always drink, but when I do.
Yeah, the dude with the long hair. Didn't he have long hair?
No, he looked like he was it was a silver fox. He had a beard and silver hair.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah. He was all gray. He looked like he should be in a smoking jacket. But the radio commercials were even better than the TV commercials. The radio commercials didn't have the music to the end. It goes, he eats a taco, and his taco ingredients never fall out of the shell. Like just really fucking funny fucking. Anyways, he always walks on both sides of the road. The most interesting man in the world. That's Ramon. Back in the day at the old bars in Tijuana when we were 18. I'll tell you what, I need to go back to Mexico. I haven't been since 2008, and you didn't need a passport back. In fact, you know what happened right after the last time I went to Mexico? Here's a story. Not interesting, but just a point of reference. Two things happened. One, you needed a passport to get back into the U.S., not to leave. And they made driving and texting. They made phones illegal to operate when you're driving. That all happened in the same year.
Yeah. Wow. I don't have a passport. I need to get one though, but
I need to renew mine.
I'm behind in arrears and child support, so they won't allow me to have one.
Oh.
They're scared I'm gonna leave the country and not pay my child support.
I have my brother who's that way too. So
it's all good.
It's all. What do you need to leave the country for? You're all fine.
But I'll pay it off. I'll be able to get one. There is a way I could get it. I just have to pay a lump sum to that. Yeah. That way it'll be like a temporary one just for me to go, So it's ways you can get it,
Yeah.
Man, this Copper girl, man, she be hooping, bro. She can create her own shot. She square up, shoot right over you. She goes score. She's a pure scorer.
Yeah.
That's right. Ramon. I watched a bunch
she never took a side in an WNBA
She'll
game.
probably end up at the end of the year. How many games are left? She might end up as the leading scorer.
I mean, she's gonna be right behind A'ja.
A'ja Wilson, yeah. She's gonna be. Who's ahead of her right now? You said she's third?
Yeah, she's third. Who's second?
Is it Stewart from the Liberty?
It may be. Hold on. Let me look it up.
Yeah, there are ways you can get passports quicker. There are services you can pay. People know. You can get them in a couple days. Actually, I know someone that got in 24 hours, but that was kind of crazy.
The girl from Dallas, Akuba, what's her name?
Oh yeah. She hasn't played the whole season though. She missed 7 or 8 games, but yeah, she's nice too.
But now, no, I just looked it up now. Copper's actually passed her by a half a digit. So now she's second leading scorer, Copper. Yeah, bro.
She might finish, man.
I'm taking the points every game for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
You're gonna be profitable. I'm telling you. And another thing I had said on another stream, I don't know if it was this one or the last one, but when they come back from the Olympics, they're going to be tired because they only get a couple of days. They have to leave out that weekend, and then they have to start the season back up that next weekend. So just take the unders in the WNBA games for like the first week or so. Just
especially the first half unders are probably going to be
all that, bro, under for a week, all of
yeah, the full game.
That's just me though. That's my logic of thinking it. Hey, what happened with Sniper today? Who you banning?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, my bad. I didn't even see it.
The policy is, I don't. I assume I'm going to profile people. I will shoot, and there will be some innocents that die, but I'm guessing.
Yeah.
This one was not an innocent.
I got you.
Yeah.
It's
I almost. There was two comments. It a TGIF, and then it was the guy's emoji was a toilet, and then it talked about bowel movements, and right away, I know who you are. You're done. And if it's not you, I don't care. Go on your put your real name, put your real face. If it's you, if you get banned and you're an innocent, I'm sorry.
I just want to know where he's getting these names from.
I'm not even sure. I don't know who it is anymore. It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, don't care.
Edgar Snipey, like what the fuck? These dude's crazy.
I'm not getting famous bitches. Not on this channel, at least. So I can do what I want here, and I will kick you out, and I will seem like an asshole, and people can talk about me. But here's the deal: you want to come here, you want to support us all. That's fine. We give each other a hard time. We call each other bitches, and also we make all sorts of jokes about all sorts of shit, right? But if you're really here to cause trouble, I don't want you here.
Oh, I got the wrong.
We make too much money. We're too good at what we do. I waste time, but I don't want to waste time on wasting my time. So
they got the orange jerseys out, bro.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Red Sox are not smashing. What? I've never seen that.
I kind of like that over in that game. I just kind of feared Reagans would pitch good, but they've scored enough for that over.
There's plenty of game left, but yeah, I would say that 5-1, they're in trouble.
Yeah, they're about done. But I mean, the Kansas City's bullpen's pretty bad too.
Yeah. Are expected to compete at the Olympics for various teams.
27 different.
I just thought of what he meant by various teams, but there's people from other countries. Didn't think about that.
That means shit. The whole USA team's probably all of the. There's not many women from other countries playing. Probably like 10, 12.
There's probably more than I didn't. I'm just thinking about who. I mean, I know there's all sorts of funky names and shit, but it doesn't mean that they're not American.
Maybe like 15. They probably got at least 12.
There's Canadians, I'm sure.
Yeah, a few Canadians.
I know there's Australians. I know there's Europeans, and I'm sure there's some. I bet I'm just going to guess there's probably some people that might decide to play for Africa that maybe couldn't play for an African nation.
Team,
yeah.
For you, or didn't make the cut for USA or something.
I don't want to say. I know that in men's basketball there's tons. Like fucking Embiid, he's not going to make it, but he could go play for. Is he Nigerian or Sudanese or Cameroon?
Cameroon, yeah. He was playing with was they? He's playing for. Do they have their own team, or he might have been playing? I don't know. But I know that. Anyways, I don't know about playing for France. I think he should have just played with France. Why?
Yeah.
I don't really agree with him playing for the U.S.
He got his U.S. citizenship.
I seen he got that, but like, man.
He could have though, but he probably just wanted to
join the Avengers. I would want to play. With
my thing is this. This is my question about that. I'm glad you brought this up. Why did Kawhi Leonard go out there? Knowing he wasn't going to.
He makes me so angry. Everything about him makes me angry.
I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you.
I got something else to say. Why the hell was it Derek White was the replacement over Jaylen Brown?
Good point too. Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP.
He tweeted about it.
But you know what? He may have turned it down though. We don't know that for sure. He may have been like,
no, he didn't. You
don't think so?
He tweeted about it and everything. He
said he didn't turn it down.
Yeah, he wanted to play. He said why. And he added. It was something about his Nike deal or something. They didn't want him to play. It was something. I don't know what it was. But Derek White, they could have got anybody else.
This is why Kawhi Leonard needs to be punished. Okay, so like,
yeah, he's
the
weird.
CBA negotiate. He's the reason why the NBA had to come back and make restrictions for load management. Right? He's the reason why. This guy goes to the Olympics. They do the pan. He suits up and all that with his stupid fucking hairdo and all that. Then he says, "I'm not playing." Fucking find the fuck out of him. Kick him out. Like,
why did you come out here?
What the fuck are you doing?
They say
you're supposed to be second team All NBA. Like I said, he was picked second team All NBA.
He's really, really good. He just makes me angry.
Hey, look, man. Sometimes injuries, take their toll.
He's the best player on your team. You're not winning nothing no more. He's got to be your second best player if you want to win.
Oh yeah. The Clippers ain't winning dick. Yeah. For a lot of reasons.
The Raptors, though, that was when he was in his prime and playing consistently. He's just not there no more.
Seager's up.
Hey, Nate, I know that White's good, but you're a Celtics. Give me a break. Jaylen Brown's way better than Derek White.
White is a good role player, but like, are we really about to put him in the category with all?
Jaylen Brown might be the best player on the Celtics. So, and I know that
Drew Holiday on the team too. How do you have 3 Celtics but no Jaylen Brown, the Finals MVP? That's what I'm.
Why is Drew Holiday on there and Jaylen Brown's not there? That makes no sense. There's a reason why. There's some other reason.
Yeah, it's something with his Nike contract or something. They were saying they didn't want him to play.
Yeah,
it's all politics, man.
Yeah.
Marlon scored 3 runs. I don't know if
or one of the coaches probably don't like him or something. There's some backstory to it for sure.
Yeah.
You could have picked someone up from a different team. Why the Celtics have to have 3 players?
Yeah. You know what?
Kyrie wanted to play. They rejected Kyrie too. Like Derek White over Kyrie.
There was one year in which the Olympics mattered in basketball. That was 1992. Every other year after and before did not matter.
Struck them out. I'll be right back.
2004 they were terrible in 2004.
Why I say 92? That was a dream team.
That was like the worst team I think ever.
Which one was the one where we got third, the bronze or whatever?
I think they had like Carlos Boozer was starting and shit. Like that team was bad.
Yeah. There was a drop off in the end. To me, there was a drop off from 2004 until the Lakers winning. Like that 5 years was weird. Those years, this is all the shit that happened in the NBA. It's kind of like the dark, not the dark ages, but just a lull. Up until 2004, you had all the crazy 90s shit happening all the way through when the Lakers won. Then you had Shaq going to wherever he went. He went to the Celtics and the Heat, and he did all that. Then the Pistons won with a crummy team. Like that was not a. There were some good players. That was not an NBA championship team. That was like the Raptors. That was an aberration. I don't know how it happened. They weren't that good, even though they smoked.
The same year they whiffed on Carmelo Anthony and D Wade.
Yeah.
They drafted Milicic, and then they still ended up winning somehow.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
And then the Spurs kind of took over a couple years really quietly, and the reason why there wasn't a lot of hype is because that team was full of professionals, and the best player just went to work and was quiet.
Kind of like the Spurs. That was kind of like a Spurs team.
That's what I'm saying. They were the Spurs. That's what I'm talking about.
Without Popovich, yeah, they were the Spurs. Yeah. Yeah. Chauncey Billups was like basically a coach out there.
Well, on the Pistons, Chauncey Billups, Hamilton,
yep.
The Wallaces,
Tayshaun Prince. He was like the best defender.
Good players, but that team should not have a championship. It just is like, what?
Yeah, it's kind of like the Raptors when they won. Like they had Kawhi.
With Kawhi, it makes no sense why the Raptors won. It's and the only reason why we give a pass to like the Mavericks is because Dirk is fun to watch. The team being owned by Mark Cuban was a thing, and they beat the super team. They went
through everybody. Like they beat Kobe and the Lakers, then they beat KD and the Thunder, and then
they blasted everyone.
And then they beat LeBron. Like you got to give it to them. That team wasn't like they didn't have nobody besides Dirk, but that was a good ass team. A lot of vets.
Yeah, they had that one Puerto Rican guy. What was his name? The point guard. Yeah, he was like 5'2". Yeah.
He was a pest. He was Alvarado before Alvarado now.
Yeah, Alvarado. For as much as Alvarado bugs me, I think he's a good player.
Oh yeah, I was betting on them in the qualifying tournament, Puerto Rico. They were like plus money every time, and they kept winning. They lost in the championship, I think.
Tampa Bay. Oh, we cashed that too. Tampa Bay run line first 5 cashed.
Yeah, you had that.
Oh yeah,
Carrasco.
that was posted. Yeah, that was my main fade. That fucking guy.
Yep. I took his outs under, but I didn't put a lot on it. Did they take him out yet? Or did he get it through it? That's
Cookie?
probably not going to get there.
I'm on the race.
What'd you get for Cookie?
It was 15.5. Yeah, he's not going to. He's still at 82 pitch. Unless they take him out, he's done.
You're doing you had the under.
I have under. Yeah, it's probably not getting there.
He has 15 outs.
Yeah. So if he comes out and gets another out, I'm done. So if he comes out, I need like a leadoff double, and they'll probably pull him.
Yeah.
That's
Get some
crazy.
guys
Mets got 6. Team total over.
I could have took the first 5. I got
Nice.
cute. They scored, Houston?
Mets.
Oh, the Mets?
6-2. Team total over.
Let's go. Mets finally come through.
I mean, it's the Rockies, man. Hey, something else too. Where's my book at? The Rockies got a crazy stat. Man, I gotta find it. Hold on. They've lost I think it's like they've lost 20 out of their last 22 road series going back to last year. Like they cannot win a series on the road. So once they win that one game on the road, fade them the next game, bro. Like, I don't care who it is. Like, I mean, I'm being exaggerating. Like, I ain't gonna take Marlins or somebody, but if it's an over 500 team, like right now, and the Rockies win one game in that series, bro, take the next game. Take the team.
15 points and 9 assists. She almost has a double-double in the first half.
Hey, I'm telling you.
I'm about to look how many rebounds she got. Hopefully she has 5.
That's
20,
the weak
though. She might sit in the 4th if they don't get this game closed.
That's the weaker part of her game.
Oh, she still got 3. She's not going to get the triple-double. That's fine. We need one more assist for the.
Yeah, she's special. You know what? It's good for WNBA. It's so sad, and I get it. Mike and I were having this conversation, but you know what the highest paid player in the WNBA makes?
What, like 2-3 mil a year?
No.
Divide that by 10. Divide that by 10.
Make like
the highest paid player makes under $250,000 a year. So that's not because that should tell you that's not necessarily because the league's making tons of money. It's because the league's not making money. That's why. So when we're talking about these players that I compared her to a player that I think's average in the NBA making, and the math is this: 160 times more this person makes a year than the highest paid player in the WNBA. So I'm hoping that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
They will. In about 4 or 5 years, the pay is gonna at least.
They're also getting some people like Sue Bird, who retired, and Dana Taurasi. They do a show. Taurasi's going to retire. They're getting some people like I don't think the advocates for the WNBA have been there, like Candace Parker Fine, Lisa Lobo, Cheryl Swoops. They're not advocates. They're not in the limelight. And now that there's social media and YouTube and shit, I think the WNBA is going to blow up. Yeah, Cheryl Miller. Cheryl Miller, where was she? Was hardly ever on TV. She's the best. I think she's the best female basketball player to ever play. You score 100 points in college, you're the best.
She was, bro.
Yeah.
And I think we've had the best big 3 ever: Cynthia Cooper, Cheryl Swoops, and Tina Thompson.
There you go. Yeah.
I think that's the
fact that I know 2 of those names means something because I didn't follow WNBA.
But we already know what they're going to have to happen is they're going to have to get the TV deals to get these players money, because once you start watching on other networks, then their salaries will go up. So
money begets money, right? So you are what you bring in. Mm-hmm. there shouldn't be equal pay. There should not be equal pay, but it should be fair. One thing they don't get revenue sharing, which is stupid. So if they sell a jersey, they don't get that's dumb. They need
that is.
But that will change once the league makes money. The league's grasping at any dime that it can make. They're playing games at Long Beach, where Long Beach Stadium plays. They go to LA. They're a professional league, right? You've got So the Staples Center's taken up. Okay, fine. The biggest place. Well, you have the Great Western Forum. The Lakers played there for fucking 40 years. Some fucking concerts there. Lady Gaga or fucking Taylor Swift or some fucking shit. Who knows? Then, so you step down. The Pauley Pavilion's beautiful. The Galen Center's beautiful at USC. It's smaller. You know where they play? Long Beach State. That's where they play a WNBA game. Give me a fucking break. There are some high schools that have nicer gyms. They at J. Sarah High School, which is down the street from where my mom lives, it's a Catholic, it's a private high school. They play college conference tournaments there. Fucking WNBA. Okay, let's get this guy in. Looks like he's. It's colder. I forgot. This guy looks like he needs a tin cup jingling for change. He's got a fucking skull cap on, but it's, you know what? These guys are cool. This guy, he is cool. But when we think of where this guy is from, we think of this. We think of, no, that's a porcelain cup. Yeah, we'll see what I'm saying.
What up, big boss?
Long hair. DJ, what's up? We think of long hair. We think of beanies. We think of smoking weed. We think of this guy. Only he's got dark hair. I think of blonde hair, but this guy's a can of Sun-In away from playing in the AFL. Anyways, I don't have his thing anymore. We'll just bring him on. I've chastised him enough. What's up, Dan?
Oh, I'm a bit dark. I don't know. Might need a lot.
Oh yeah, you're dark. And he's got a surfboard back there. See, he is a fucking Australian through and through.
I got my surfboard back there. It's fucking.
He probably has a pint of Foster's and a jar of Vegemite sitting right in his computer desk, guaranteed.
Vegemite's in the kitchen. Yeah, I did have it at my desk for like a day because I buttered some toast here. But yeah, what's going on, boys?
What's up, dude? Good to see you.
Oh, shit.
I'll have to drop out in about 20 minutes, but I'll be back after that. I just thought I'd come in and say hello and see how everyone's going today.
It's all good, buddy. We're only going for another maybe 2 hours, maybe an hour and a half. I'm going to start off the last baseball game, but here's the reason why it's also selfish. There are tons of NRL and AFL games tonight. It's the most there's been. I only kept one game, and I'm not betting. It's a Swans game. It's just too ridiculous. But and by the way, anyone in the chat, because I won't have the information, I'm going to wait till after the show to cap it before they start. DM me if anyone's interested. DM me on Twitter. I'll give you what me and Dan and everyone else our opinions on it if you want to cash.
Yeah, I love checking like the AFL is usually pretty good with the lineups. The lineups come out well in advance. Usually on like a Thursday or Friday, they'll be in like the newspaper. But lately with all the fuckery, there is some like last minute changes. So I usually wait till an hour before the game for most of those bets, just because sometimes the lineups actually don't matter as much in AFL because there's so many players. But if they've got like 2 or 3 key guys out, that's huge. So
DJ, I'll send you the link in case you want to come on. Don't feel like you have to, but you're more than welcome to come on if you want.
But Dave, your guy's not playing this week. Heaney, he's suspended.
My guy for the Swans?
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, they're playing North Melbourne. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. They're playing one of the worst teams. 47. It's not even listed on some books. I know it's because of the line, and the total is 175.5. Here's the deal. That would be good, but North Melbourne can't score. So I actually lean the under. But I don't know if I'm going to bet that or not. So anyway.
Now, there's something that I like I like Hawthorn today too.
It's one of the first games too.
Yeah, this game's being played in Tasmania, which is, Hawthorn's in Melbourne, but the AFL did this thing where they said, Hawthorn, you can have Tasmania. So that's their home ground, which doesn't make sense. It's
you can have the shitty ass cold island.
We live on an island. That's the island that we send people to. So it's like another island. It's like Islandception or whatever you want. Inception, but with islands. So they're playing down there. It's usually quite raw weather. In Tasmania, it's like really windy usually. So this game is probably going to stay close, but I love Hawthorn in this game.
Okay.
So they got their gun midfielder back, James Sicily. They are missing a key forward in Jack Gunston, but he's old as fuck. So like they've got a lot of young players that can fill in for him. Sam Frost, who's their captain, also announced this week that he's retiring. That was midweek. So this is a big game for Hawthorn. They'll probably want to win this game. But worst at growing corn. Yeah, it's because we have coal and oil and fucking heaps of shit.
I don't even know what that means. That's fun. That's the funniest thing Nenny's ever said.
Worst at growing corn. I don't even think I've ever seen a cornfield here, to be honest. We don't grow that shit. We buy it off Monsanto. That's who we get our corn off.
Monsanto, the GMO people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they cause a lot of problems over here.
Yeah. I know, that's why I was joking about it. It was a joke. But yeah, I love Hawthorn today. That one just jumped out at me straight away. I know that I haven't looked at the line. I've just looked at the schedule, so I don't know what the line is on that, but let's have a look.
Last night it was a spite bet against the Sharks. It was the wrong bet, but
that's the way it goes, Dave.
Well, of course. This is what I was going to say. The two real bets that weren't spite bets, one, Geelong won, and that was a close game that you didn't even bet, but I
stayed off, yeah.
Crockett got 4 strikeouts already, second inning.
Let's go.
Oh, by the way, Aja has 19 points at halftime.
4 more.
Yes.
Halfway there.
That's crazy. She blows up after a game she doesn't cover. That's going to be a bet every time. Listen, guys in the chat, LJ turned me on to this. I was already betting Aja blind, but after she doesn't cover her or goes way under, bet the fuck out of her no matter what the number is. She blows up.
For real.
With the over in that game, Dan.
Dave. I'll be back in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, take your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, the over went crazy in that game.
What was it? One team? I will say I watched most of it, and the Tigers, they made a bunch of mistakes, but the refs hate them. The refs don't like them. There's something about they got some real bad calls.
They're like I'm just trying to think who's the most mismanaged NFL team.
Mismanaged
Cowboys.
Well, it's like they used to be a great team, the West Tigers, but they're so poorly managed that they're never good. And
I'll tell you, teams that are historically in America, teams that are mismanaged, the Sacramento Kings.
Yeah,
historically. The
Cowboys.
The Cowboys. Who's the other one?
Tell you.
The Angels, the Los Angeles Angels.
The Cleveland Browns, like they had a
Cleveland Browns are mismanaged. Absolutely.
Like it's just they have all the talent. They won a premiership in like 2004, and that's the last time they were good, and they've just sucked since. Like they just
the Raiders, they're another one.
Yeah, Oakland Raiders. Everyone in Australia loves the Raiders, eh? Like if you go to like all the feral redneck areas of Australia, they're all wearing Oakland Raiders.
Do you know the group? So you just profiled, and it's fine. You just profiled the type of Raiders fans in Australia. I bet you couldn't guess what Raiders fans are here. LJ, I think LJ knows, but what if I say Raiders fan? What do you picture?
I honestly think of people.
A person,
they're a Dodger. It just makes me think of LA. It doesn't even make me think of Oakland where they were. Like,
so that's what I'm saying. It's very Hispanic. They like the Doyers and the Raiders. It's very. In fact, if you go to LA, you'll see guys between the age of 40 to 70. They all have Raiders tattoos because the Raiders were there, and they have all their other tattoos, which might or might not be affiliated to other things, and then they'll have a fucking Raiders tattoo and a Dodgers tattoo. That's what they'll have.
Yeah, right.
They're tough. It's a tough team. The tough guys, and I'm not saying that facetiously.
I love Crosby. I think he's mean.
They've always been that way. They've been a tough team.
Just having a look at these rugby league lineups too. I'm going to see what the there's a lot of key players out this week, like we were talking about yesterday, because of the State of Origin. So,
What? Pop your head out of the hole. I'm gonna snipe you.
pop.
Pop, 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 pop. Clack, 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 clack.
Oh, the guy who scored 3 tries last night for the Sharks, his little brother's making his debut today. Lorenzo Mulatalo. Lorenzo. Isn't that one of the names of the guys that owned the UFC originally? Wasn't there a Lorenzo? Well,
guy that owned before the two brothers that owned it that he was
with Dana White.
I forget the name of them, but I know you're talking about.
Yeah, I think the Gold Coast Titans are going to run through the Eels.
I like that too. I didn't that was my original thought. I think a lot of points.
Oh yeah,
on that one. The overs.
I think we could have some good try scorers in this game. Dave Fafita, he's playing. He's usually out for State of Origin, but he was injured a couple of weeks ago, so he's still playing club footy. He's usually plus 300, plus 400 for a try. Parramatta have a weak forward pack. I could see him getting over. We like to say I could see him bagging a meat pie over the line.
Is that what they say there? Bagging a meat pie?
Yeah, you get a few meat pies, a few tries. Meat pie, try.
I got you. So it rhymes.
You know
I don't know what I'm talking about. Peasy. I lived my whole life in Southern California. I know Raiders fans. I know you lived in California, but I've lived in Southern California my entire life, the last 2 years. I have many, many Raiders fans friends, and I would say this: it's not the same. In fact, the guys that I'm my closest friends, which are my age and younger, under 40, none of them are Raiders fans. The only ones that are diehard Raiders fans are 40 or older, and most of them are Hispanic, and most of them live in LA. That's just and they're also Dodgers fans.
I was waiting for you to say you have many leather-bound books and your apartment smells of Richard.
No. I don't. This would be the other. Well, yeah, whatever. Peasy, I know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
What's red beard mean? Does Australia have my kind of areas? What does that mean?
I don't know. I will tell you this though. Dan's dad and I are going to be best friends if I ever go over there because all he likes to do is go to the bar.
I'll just be jumping and riding trains together and drinking beers and going to Rabbitohs games.
Going to Rabbitohs games. He's got a cool name. Yeah, Dan's dad might be the most interesting man in the world.
People love him, dude. It's weird. I don't know. It's like people want to be friends with my dad more than me. It's I've accepted it. It's just one of those things in life. Dasher. They call him Dasher.
Nick Handy knows what I'm talking about. And you spelled it wrong. It's Doyeu. Doyers.
Dogger caps.
Doyers.
Yeah.
That's cool. I feel bad for Raiders. I mean, for my buds because they've had like one year when they mattered, and that was the year they lost to the Bucks.
Hey, you were saying earlier before I came on, you wanted to talk a little bit about this Euro final that's coming up.
Oh yeah, if we have a soccer guy, we might as well bring him on. Talk about soccer. Fuck yeah.
I was watching a press conference last night before I went to bed, and the England players are already talking about getting matching haircuts and matching tattoos if they win. Christ. So for me, they're fucking done. They're not winning.
Wow.
They're thinking about that shit. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? What's wrong with you?
So Spain is to play?
Spain, bro. Spain. Like the only thing I'm worried about, which I'm not actually worried about, is Spain not scoring. But England are that fucking bad, and they don't have a left back. They've got the kid who's having a tournament of the fucking decade, and they got him going at their left hand side. Like, good luck.
Peasy, I was specifically talking about guys that are affiliated that specifically have those tattoos. I know that people that have tattoos aren't all in gangs, but I was talking about actual fucking.
So I got a question about soccer. How profitable you would be if you just took the draw every game?
Last week you would have done real well.
You would have
You
done
would have fucking made tons of money.
only 2
Look like
games.
an average though, maybe. Like
On the see, like
You'd,
that.
you'd
That's
lose money. You'd lose money.
okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to remove the 3-way out of my betting in soccer. Like if you can go with overs and unders and you can find your angles that way, then you just get rid of that 3-way. Because the worst thing is if you're up by 1-0, that doesn't mean you're safe. Like they could score a goal at the last tap of the game. Like it happens.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
So like sometimes the draw no bet's a good play. Like that's a good. Like my favorite looks in soccer are draw no bet. Both teams to score over 2.5 goals. That's a good one.
Okay.
But they're my main two, and one that I'm going to start looking at more is team totals.
Yeah.
That's a big one that I'm.
So what are they at? Like 1.5? What?
Yeah, if you can get a really good team like Man City away, and they're playing someone half decent, you can get a good price on them at over 1.5.
There's also one too, and Dan knows this, but this is kind of the tricks of the trade. Like Colombia for a goal period is -140. When you get a good team that's had to have a close game, you take the underdog to get 1 goal. That's usually a really good bet, because if you 1-1 tie with 2 good teams, but the underdogs they only have to score 1 goal. The favorite is always 1.5 goals. The underdog's usually a goal. But if the underdog to score a goal and it's a good team like Colombia is -140, it's worth laying the juice. But anyways,
like for instance, in the Argentina game that was on against Canada the other day, the over under they had Argentina at, like you could get the price for 1.5 was juiced, like a bit too much, but the line was 2.5 because they're playing Canada. So they're going to score 3 goals, but then the over under for that game was 2.5 as well. So it's like.
Let me get in this next guest though, and it's been a while. It's been a long time since he's been on here, but he's fucking, not only he's an OG in general, but he's an OG with Dave. He's on some of the first shows I did 2 years ago. And he he put together with Dom the Tisa Memorial, which was fantastic. Lots of views, lots of people. That was really a good thing. But he's probably stomping at the bit. There's no XFL or whatever they call it now, UFL, USFL. There's no Mountain West anything going on. He's fucking bored as hell, but that's why he's coming to hang out with us. So here we go. He's here. If you know what I'm talking about, you do. If you don't, now you know. DJ Big Balls.
Can y'all hear me loud and clear?
Good to see you.
Man? Nice to meet you, DJ. What's going on, mate?
I'm all right. Good to meet you, my friend. What up with you, LJ?
Hey, just hashtag Caitlin Clark assist. That's what I just did.
Shit, I'm happy you got your power back. Shit.
Hey, for real, bro. Shoot. It's all good.
My son live in your town, so if you got your power back, I take it he got his too. So
not necessarily. It just depends
on
damn.
Damn.
Company, because there's people still out right now.
Yeah.
Oh damn, yeah, that's what's up. What's up, Dave? How you feeling, man?
I'm good. Yeah. I'm glad you're here. I saw you come in the chat. I mean, what are you betting on now? I know you mess around a little bit with MLB, but you're gearing up for football or what?
Okay, absolutely. So to all my cappers out there, it's okay to take a timeout from sports betting because I haven't bet nothing since couple weeks after the UFL was on my birthday, and I probably played the week after that some MLB, and I just kind of left it alone. Of course, keep it 100%. You got to play some of those little stupid free apps with the little coins so you can keep the itch off of you. But, you have to take some time to get back to yourself a little bit, and it's okay to be missing for a little while. So, yeah, every year around this time, I dip off for a little while, but I'm at work though because it's college football time. I've been capping some stuff. I put my first little bit of stuff out today, just on the coaches changes that I thought was important, But a lot to talk. I love to talk football with my guy Dave, exclusively when they talk about USC because I'm Notre Dame and he USC. Yeah. So I did a little bit of homework because I got more content coming out. But let me know from the alumni point of view, how you see it going on this year.
I'll be completely honest with you. I am about a week away from doing some very heavy deep dive into all of college, and I'm going to do it a little deeper this year than I do particularly because of all the movement, the Pac-12's dissolved. It's not. This is the other thing too. I don't know. There's 2 teams in the Pac-12. They're not technically dissolving, but Washington State and Oregon State are still in the Pac-12. So how is that going to pan? I don't even fucking know. But
it's the Pac-2.
Yeah, it's the Pac-2, and it's not the Big 10. It's the Big 16 or whatever. But
it feels like the Big 25 with all the teams in the Big 10.
I don't know what to think, boss, because we've never had, no teams have had to travel regularly across country like this before.
Except for Notre Dame. Okay.
Except for yeah, you guys are everywhere.
Yeah,
that's true.
Thank you. We'll take
that.
That
is true.
But
well, you guys are cocky assholes and decided, hey, we don't want to be in any conference for the all. We're too good for everyone.
Listen, we want to be able to play the best. That's all.
Yeah, I got you. I feel you.
But this year we got a cupcake schedule. I tell you that. Facts. But yeah, I've been doing a little deep diving. So yeah, all the conference changes. I mean, I don't know why we're not talking about this, because no matter which sport you like, it's going to affect it if you like any type of college sports. Because even when you flip it over to, the other side, you're looking at USC playing in the Big Ten at basketball. You're talking about Ohio State, USC playing each other, UCLA. I mean, it's going to be so uncomfortable with what's going to be going on. And then, me being in the college sports, it's like, these are kids. So you factor some time off the advantage of them just being dumbass 18, 19, 20-some-year-olds, and they're going to have their fun. They're going to turn up when they at home game. It's just different stuff. But now you're talking about the travel. Good thing, because of the pandemic, they probably can do a lot of their schoolwork from their laptop and don't have to be physically in class. Yeah. So that probably helps them on that end. But as far as the travel, I mean, shit, you take me from Cali and put me in Miami, I need like 8 hours, 10 hours to adapt my lungs, everything, So it's big differences, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? So it's big differences with all this travel that these teams are gonna have. But I don't know. I'm gonna just graze on the top in the Big Ten. They got USC way down here, and they got Oregon way up there to compete in the Big Ten. But I think you're going to have to try to find some angles or find some teams and say, this team going to fail or this team going to succeed, and just ride with them and see how it go. Like if you would have rolled BYU last year playing in the Big 12, you would have cashed out, because they won quite a few games that they wasn't expected to win. You know what I'm saying? So it should be the hottest topic right now, but everybody's kind of just chilling, and I'm just grinding right now on that kind of stuff, man. But Lincoln Riley, man, one of the highest paid coaches I ever seen, and they still got him ranked like number 6 or something in the Big Ten. That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm looking at their schedule, and USC will. I'm not going to say it's a struggle, but they're not even a shoo-in for a bowl game.
Damn.
Let's do this. We'll run through this real quick. LSU, USC at USC. Can LSU beat USC? Yes. Utah State at USC. That's a win for USC. USC at Michigan. That's a loss. When I'm going to be betting against them probably. Wisconsin at USC could be a win or a loss. Let's do question mark. USC at Minnesota. That's a question mark too. Penn State at USC. Question mark. Probably a loss. USC at Maryland, probably a win for SC. Rutgers at USC, probably a win. USC at Washington, question mark. Nebraska at USC, win. USC at UCLA, question mark. Notre Dame at USC, question mark.
Wow.
That's a tough schedule, bro. That is a tough schedule.
Don't you want to be a college kid again? All those girls coming in from Minnesota, they coming in from Pennsylvania. Ooh, you'll be. I heard some of them college stories you had, Dave. So, could you imagine that?
Fuck the frown right off of those New Jersey Rutgers girls. You're in California, bitch. Smile.
That's hilarious.
Hey, Dave, I'll tell you, Dave. I had a friend play for the USC water polo team, and he absolutely fucking cleaned up. He took
the water polo play. People talk about the football players. The swimmers and the water polo players at USC have the most beautiful girls. It's not even close.
And he's from the town I live in. 40,000 people in Australia.
You want to know why? All the water polo players
They're all jacked.
look like an in-shape Dan. They've all got long hair, good-looking guys, 6-packs, fucking 6'4".
But then they all have little stick legs because they're all shoulders.
Anyway, let's look at Notre Dame's schedule real quick. Let's do that.
Oh man, cupcake, bro, cupcake. We got Texas A&M first game. If we could get past that part, everything looks good. The next ones are Florida State and USC. And Florida State, big question marks.
Oh Jesus! Okay, Texas A&M, Northern Illinois win, Purdue win, Miami of Ohio win, Louisville win, Stanford win, Georgia Tech win, Navy win, Florida State question, Virginia win, Army win, USC. I'm going to say it's probably a win, but it's a question mark. So
over 10, Notre Dame over 10.
I think that you might be right.
Over 10 wins.
Yeah.
And don't let us get a hold of Texas A&M, which we could easily get a hold over there with all the stuff that's going on over there. So, but I don't know. I did watch the spring game for Notre Dame. So behind the scenes, inside information stuff that I got was that our quarterback that we got, who's a transfer from Duke, from under Mike Elko, who's a great quarterback coach, right? So this dude, they said because everything's televised now, they didn't want to play their A game on the blue and gold game because they're going to give up all of their secrets, right? So they said they had a game before that where they went live and they played, and the quarterback kid, I can't think of his name right now, but the quarterback kid from Duke played so well, they took him out of the blue gold game. So he didn't play in the blue gold game. And the two quarterbacks that I seen in the blue gold game I like one more than the other, but they wasn't that bad. But rumors around town is the receiving room is ridiculous. Seven full-fledged receivers that could go wire to wire. Even though we do lose the big tight end, we still got that. And of course, Notre Dame fashion, we got the line. The running back spot is at question mark, but we always, it's deep, but it's just question marks. Nobody that we know is gonna be very effective. And the defense, you can just ride the defense on the coach. As long as the coach is there, that defense ain't supposed to change because he started as a defensive coach. So even when you thought the defense wasn't shit, like last year, I expected them to, give a little bit, but that defense is coached well. So I don't know, man. Notre Dame 10-win season might definitely end up in this college playoff situation.
So if you looked at their schedule and you said this is a game they're definitely going to lose, I don't think there's one. There's two that let's say they lose to Florida State and Texas A&M. In fact, it's good that they get the loss out of the way early.
If we lose to Texas A&M, we still got a chance. We can't beat Texas A&M and lose to Florida State later if Florida State has a good season. But I think Florida State, just think about it, the effects of the quarterback from Florida State when he went out just changed the whole team and everything was going on. They got to really prove themselves that they're back on track, that they are the same team that we seen last year. So Florida State is a big question mark. And then USC is a big question mark too. And, I don't think Lincoln Riley, your Achilles heel is your Achilles heel. His Achilles heel has always been his defense. The object of having him here was to recruit the top defensive linebackers and cornerbacks with speed and everything from California. And I don't think he did a good job of that. But I think the defense, I looked at the two lines in the USC spring game, and they don't look like they sized up. They look like they actually got smaller. So I don't know if they're trying to go smaller but faster on defense. But that defense was a rag dog last year. So I don't see that defense, even if they improve a couple notches, it's not going to be enough to make a move and withstand the change of playing in the Big Ten, the travel. It's going to be a mess, man. This shit is actually going to be a mess from the SEC to the Big Ten, the Big 12. Let's not talk about the Big 12. That shit is wide open.
Yeah.
Wide open. I'm talking about 6 or 7 teams in the Big 12.
That's where the lion's share, that's where the other big part of the Pac-12 win is the Big 12. Who went there? Utah, Colorado, Arizona State.
Yeah. Oh, and then the ACC gets who is it? Stanford
and Cal.
Cal, yeah. Stanford. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Stanford is the sleeper. Y'all better believe that Stanford is the sleeper. Everybody's too caught up in the old Stanford. The guy that they hired as coach, he was the Sacramento State coach. He was blowing teams out by 50 and 60 points. He's an offensive heavy guy, and he does his thing on defense. You seen it last year. They switched from that student body right, student body left shit and was throwing the ball much more. This year, he gets more recruits. He gets to install his system even more. That offense in Stanford, I'm scared. If anybody's going to upset Notre Dame, it's going to be Stanford. Stanford is our little brother, so say. They try to be Notre Dame of the West Coast. So Stanford is a problem. Better watch it out right now. I'm telling you, Stanford's a problem.
Stanford, huh? I'll tell you what, though, about this USC defense thing, which is absolutely right. Everywhere Lincoln Riley's been, but it's not like USC still. If take the Pac-12 last year, and you take the talent that the teams get, USC still gets on defense the best talent in the conference. It's the coaching, it's the schemes. It's not the players. They're still kids. They come off of high school. They're still being molded. They're still faster, can jump higher, they're better athletes. Better athletes go to these bigger schools. That's why the Appalachian States of the world will never compete. They're just not getting the guys. That's just what happens, right? But they're so egregiously bad because of the scheme and how the talent's being used. So we'll see what the coaching changes. I'm going to be honest with you. If USC wins 9 games this year, I'll be ecstatic if they win 9 games.
But y'all picked up the DC from UCLA.
Yeah. Which is supposed to be the guy, right? UCLA's defense was so great and all that. We'll see. We'll fucking see.
I was trying to talk to Ramon in the chat about his San Diego State. He's a San Diego Stater. They got the offensive coordinator from Colorado. Boy, did that dude suck. With Shedeur Sanders last year, even though he didn't have no line and all that, but with the talent he did have, that scheme that he ran at Colorado was trash. How you going to run that scheme at San Diego State, who's already a defensive-based team that runs student body right, student body left? San Diego State's going to be a disaster.
We'll see. What I thought of, and that's why there's so much stuff in the back end. Why didn't the Pac-12 go out and talk to Fresno State, San Jose State, San Diego State, Nevada, UNLV? Why didn't they go snipe all those teams?
Because they did it the other way around, right? They're going to play 7 Mountain West teams. Those two, both of those are gonna adapt into the Mountain West. And they're gonna do it that way, because of the strength of Boise State, it's probably Mountain West. Like, we ain't built this shit just for nothing to fall to. We've been beating the Pac-12 teams. UCLA and Arizona State, they be getting beat by the Mountain West teams at times. So they wasn't gonna just give that up like that. So I don't know, but those two that stayed, right? So the way the money flow. It's like they charging other teams for leaving the conference. So, it's a penalty fee for these teams to leave the conference and go somewhere else. And now it's just 2 teams left, Arizona State, Washington State. They collected all the checks.
I say this kind of funny, but those are the 2 teams that make the least amount of money, the poorest. Like if you know where Corvallis, if you know where Pullman, Washington is, Pullman. Okay, let me ask this. Do you know where Pullman, without saying where it is, do you know where Pullman, Washington is?
It's got to be outside of Seattle. If it's
okay, it's not. It is on the
way outside of Seattle.
It is on the border of Idaho and Washington, and it's actually closer to the University of Idaho, which is on the other side of it's in the middle of nowhere. And so these are teams that couldn't pay that. Corvallis is the same way. Any school that had any money or knew anything, you do not want to be part of the Pac-12. You want to get out. The Pac-12, It wasn't the Pac-12 kicking them out. It was people running away. It was, we want the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but
writing was on the wall.
Yeah, but the TV contract played the biggest part of it.
Oh,
they run into the money though. They run into the money.
Oh yeah. When DirecTV no longer had the Pac-12 network and little cable companies did, I knew that they were. How could you not? How do they have SEC network, Big 12 network? I'm in California with DirecTV, and I can't watch a USC game. Like,
yeah,
get out of town.
Yes, wow, but yes, it's gonna be the Fox versus ESPN thing. It's gonna be like CNN and Fox. It's gonna be like the same, like the news thing. It's crazy. But it's going to be interesting. The real situation we should be talking is, where does the cash fall for us? With all this being said, where do we find where the cash is dropping? Because it's going to be dropping in there somewhere. But, I think it's going to take more of a team effort and everybody sharing little bits and knowledge and stuff to be able to find it. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a perfect horizon for my man LJ, who likes to bet the trends. You start the trend sheet from this year. You know what I'm saying? Start it right now. Bow.
There's going to be a lot of when there are big changes like this, and this with like betting the XFL when it came back, and then what it morphed into. Is it the UFL now? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Anyway, when there are big changes anywhere, there's money to be made. With all of these teams going other places, start looking for angles. They're going to be, and the books. This is why you need to look now. The books will be on you in 2 games. You'll get it for 2 or 3 games, and then it's done. Might be 2 games, but those first couple weeks, go for it.
Absolutely, man. Because there's lines out right now, and those lines are definitely beatable right now. Like,
yeah,
I'm thinking, like, why even bet a future line when you could get what is it? Plus 13 with somebody, Georgia Tech versus Florida State, plus 13.5. Georgia State. I mean, Florida State could be a flop. Georgia Tech almost beat them last time they matched up. So, it's a lot of little stuff out there. And that's my thing in 2024 is I'm trying to find more solid angles, more solid edges that I could rinse and repeat. Because, if you keep swinging along with the season, they'll send you on an emotional roller coaster every year. You're going to have a high part of the season or a low part of the season. But if you have solid edges that you can hit the market with every time, those work. That's a part of, like my man LJ with the trends. Those are solid edges that when you hit the market, they hit at a higher rate. So that's where we want to be. Even though I love the sport, I got in it for the love of the sport, not even for the money from the bets. I love the sport before I started betting it, but got to get a little more discipline and get more solid edges. And I'm sharing my edges, so make sure you follow me. Check us out on Who Banging, whatever, because I ain't stingy with the goods.
Already,
I want everybody to cash, man.
For real,
throw them out. Well, it should be fun. Let's do a rundown of what we got here on the board. Dodgers tied it up. Bottom of the 8th. Oakland's whooping up on Phillies 6-2. Bottom of the 8th. New York, Baltimore can't score. That's crazy. I have that over. I don't know if we're gonna get there. Mets, Colorado 7-2. End of the 6th. KC still whooping up on Boston. That game's almost over. Miami's got 2 on. It's 7-3. Top of the 7th. Hopefully. They don't get any more runs. We cashed the team total for the Reds, but we do want the run line for our boy Cam. Chicago 1-0 against Pittsburgh. Was minus 170 for Chicago. That was strange. Houston's up 1-0 end of 3rd. That's good. Washington up 1-0 against the Brewers. Top of the 4th with runners on 1st and 3rd. Chicago up 1-0 in the 3rd against the Cards. And that's it. What are we doing in WNBA? Let's do that real quick.
Asia needs 1 more point.
Asia's got 25 points, 16 rebounds. She's a fucking dude. 5 blocks. She's
beast, bro.
I'm gonna tell you what. She's still the best player in the WNBA. I'm trying to think of someone that's better.
She's the most dominant.
That's what I mean. Like, if you could take one player, she's like Goliath. She's just
both
like
sides of the court. Like, she scores, she rebounds, she blocks, she steals. Like, W all NBA, both sides. Asia Wilson, dude. Straight up. But girl, the Cooper girl I was telling you about, the Copper girl from the Mercury, she be hooping too. Second leading scorer. She be hooping too, bro. Like I'm on her points too. She's struggling right now. She's having a bad game, but hopefully she can still cash her points because I really want it.
I think Angel Reese she kind of plays like Aja does. Asia. I don't know how to say her name. Isn't it Aja? Asia
Wilson.
Whatever. Her. I think Angel Reese is going to eventually. I just think Angel Reese is too dominant. She's a rookie and you can't stop. She gets the double.
Man. Hey, shout out to Angel Reese, man, because I was like, they were making a big deal out of it because of the social media thing, and she wasn't the greatest player.
Yeah,
but she's kind of turned it up in the WNBA, and I totally respect that she's there for business and what she does. So shit, I'm glad to see people cashing on that, man.
I'm much more like, I'm not taking sides in the thing because I think both her and Caitlin Phil are great for the WNBA, but Angel Reese is and I don't say this in a bad way, but in sports way, she's a dog. That's what she is. She's there to bark and bite you. Like that's what she's
like. She's like a damn Dennis Rodman.
Yes, that's what she's like, and she presents it in a way that's palatable. Like if she was an asshole about it or whatever, she's not. But she is like, she doesn't back down from a fight. She'll get in your face.
I like the way she accepts the challenge. Like those girls, you could tell because we know in football that they put bounties out on people and everything, but they had it out for her and she accepted the challenge. Like, oh, you want to play like that? Whoa, Mama told me it'll be days like this. Bam, did her thing. So shout out to Angela Reese, man.
Yeah, she's good. Well, good for her. She didn't cash last night, but that's okay.
That's right. That's right.
She didn't cash me she got a double, but I don't care. That's juice. I wanted her rebound. She got 10. She can get 13.
Oh, okay. It's not over though, right?
No, this was last night for Angel Reese. Aja's needs 1 point.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, man. I was only coming through because I said I was coming through. I'm always a man of my word. I got much love and respect for everything you do. What's up with Vegas, man? You messing with us for the live sweat?
I'm there. I've had to bail. I had to bail on going to the Breeders' Cup in California because of obligations here, and I had to bail on Pubblepalooza because of health reasons. But there should be nothing at all stopping me from being there in 2 months.
All right, I'm gonna keep you updated. I'm definitely gonna grab some of the tickets for the UNLV game. We're going.
So I'm probably gonna go to that. I'm probably gonna leave on Sunday. I'm probably not gonna go to the NFL game.
Yeah, we're gonna hit that one up. Tickets is only like $30 right now, so I'm gonna grab a couple extra ones, and I got you whatever it takes.
Yeah, when you're buying them, I'll Cash App you or Venmo you the money. And
I'm looking forward to hanging out with you over there. And like you said, that's a quick spot for you, so it ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna do it up, man. We're gonna have a little meet and greet somewhere that Friday. We're gonna ante up and go to the game on Saturday, and some of us that's not going to the game, we're probably gonna have breakfast or Sunday NFL at some sports book, and we got to go hang out with Ski at the Westgate.
Yeah, the Westgate. You got to go. Westgate, Circa, I guess Caesars. Westgate and Circa are my two favorite, probably.
Well, I ain't gonna even lie. So I'm an off-strip guy, and I mostly be at the Boyd properties.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about properties. I stay at the Golden Nugget downtown. I'm talking about sports books. I know where you stay.
I bet up in there too, though. So I'll be Boyd gaming the whole time. But
I have no problem with the Orleans. I go play poker there all the time. I have no problem.
I love that. That's the Orleans the spot. But that's where we're going. Well, I'm not gonna be at the Orleans. I'm actually gonna be a little further out at another Boyd property. But I'm working on some stuff. We probably try to get an Airbnb so we have a central place where everybody can hang out, before things, after things, maybe even get a little cash game of poker going. Yeah. But we're gonna have some fun, man. The way we do, man.
Love it. I'm looking forward to it. I can actually go to this one and know that I don't have anything obligated. I was just in Vegas a week or two ago. I go there to pick up stuff. Where you've been to Laughlin, I'm sure, right?
Often, yeah.
Okay. So across the river is Bullhead. It's not like a dump, but like we don't have like I need a tile for my bathroom. We don't have tile places. We have contractors, and then we have Home Depot and Lowe's.
Yeah.
So I had to go to the tile manufacturer in Vegas. So I don't live in Podunk, nothing, but they don't have shit here. Like we don't have an El Pollo Loco. God damn it.
Yeah. I know. I know. The time zone is 1 hour difference over
Yeah,
there.
it's different. Not now, but in the winter it is.
Yeah, I even go over there. I was over there. What was it? Fucking Sam's or Costco. I was in Bullhead. Definitely got to gas up in Bullhead because it's cheaper.
It is. It's Sam's. There is no Costco here, but Sam's is.
Oh yeah, Sam's
yeah.
it was then. Yeah, I was over there with Sam's. But that's what's up, man. Yeah, me and the wifey kind of, when it gets super hot, it gets super cheap to go over there. So I just slide down the 40, get over there to Laughlin and hang out for a couple of days. But I don't know how they be hanging out on the little waterfront and all that. It should be hot as hell out there still. I seen them in the water with the tent 3 feet down in the water, hanging out on the side. I can't do it, man.
They drag that canopy thing into the water and do it, but it's been 120 degrees here. It's so hot. People talk about humidity. I get it, but it's so hot when I open my door out to go out in the back. I have like 5 seconds before I feel like I'm baking like a piece of chicken. Like,
damn.
That's why I moved away from Arizona.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck.
Damn. Crazy. My boy LJ got stories. He didn't live in San Antonio, Arizona. He's a worldwide man.
I lived in Virginia.
But he loves Houston.
Oh, yeah, always. Don't stop.
That's what's up, man. But yeah, man, I'm about to jump up out of here, man. And salute to you, Dave, and everything you do. And definitely, as you know, I get back in the hang and get more content coming out, I'm gonna come hang out with you on Fridays just to give up. We got to have these USC conversations. I think the people want to hear these.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. We should figure doing something out. I don't know. I don't want to. I have a lot of stuff coming up. You have a channel to run, but we should do something for preseason. Something.
I got you. I'm kind of dumbing everything down this year because every year I've done full previews of multiple conferences. So now I'm just kind of going after the main games of the first week, and I keep going there like that because a lot of times I do a lot of those videos. I don't get big responses from small teams, stuff like that. So I'm gonna just do the big stuff. So I got plenty of time for you, Dave. I want to do something on your channel with you for the sake of.
Well, I'm not doing it over there, but we can do it here too. I mean,
I want to do something over here with the nerds, man. You know what I'm saying? And get something on the shelf so we can get some views and all that stuff. But
Ramon says he'll be handling the Pac-2 preview for the
I'll do that from my cell phone. I'll do that from a small memo pad of the Pac-2. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here, man. Y'all take care. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. All of us. Shout out to you, LJ, my man Dave. I'm out of here, y'all.
Thanks, buddy. We'll see you
soon. I'll
let
you, boss.
DJ Big Boss, everybody. If you don't know, go figure it out. That's all I got to say. Read a book. Anyone in the chat have any questions for live bets? I know I'm kind of this is how things are going to go in the doldrums of summer. We probably have another month of this before we start gearing up. But if you were here at the beginning of the show, I'll tell you what you'd be cashing right now. You would have already cashed the Cincinnati team total over. You would be cashing or almost cashing. We have 5.5 minutes to get one more point for Aja Wilson. I'm not sure if she's in the game. I can't imagine she's not. They're up 13 points, but she'll come back in. You would be looking good in the Houston game. Houston's up 2-0.
Yep.
We had them first 5. What else? What else are we looking at? Cincinnati run line 2 was the show play. We're about to pop off in Seattle, LA. That's the Angels. We'll go over the plays again one more time. Seattle, LA, first 5. I got 4.5. It's at 4. I don't like 4 as much. I like the push there. But I got it -130 last night. I jumped all over that. And the Minnesota, San Francisco, I'm on the total game 7.5 under. there. We are also later. If you want to bet, I haven't capped entirely any of the games except for one. But in AFL, it's also in your book. It's Aussie rules or Aussie or Australian rules football. Dan liked Hawthorn. I would second that based on watching the games. I need to cap it, so Hawthorn's probably going to be a bet. In fact, let's see where the line is right now for the people. This is a bet that you wake up to. If you want one of those, if you're those types, you can get Hawthorn. You can either get 3.5 points, or you can get plus 101. It's basically almost a pick 'em. In Australian rules football, a score, and there are many of them. This is a game that gets over 200 points. Each score is worth 6 or 1 points. You're either 1 point or a 6. Trying to kick it through uprights to get a 6. If you're on the outer uprights, which are further out, you get 1. And if you're 3.5, if the spread's 3.5 points, that's like having a 1 point spread in the NBA. It's basically a pick 'em. So if I looked at Hawthorn and it caught my eye and Dan likes it, it probably should be a bet. So that's that. He also likes the Titans over the Eels. That's in rugby. Rugby league is what it is in your books. I'm going to be looking at the over in that game probably. Again, if you guys are really interested in that, we have a close-knit group of people. What the fuck's wrong with my mic? You're more than welcome to DM me on Twitter. Those aren't plays that I post for premiums or anything or give out on the show for free. Or that I do give them out for free, but I will talk up. Any play you guys can DM me for anything. But if you want the plays, or if you want to come hang out and watch, we do that on Friday and Saturday nights. DM me. We hang out backstage. That's what we do. We have no life. Fremantle has covered the spread in 9 of their last 11 games on the road. Are they on the road? They're the team on the top. That's what's when they list them on the book. Isn't the team on the top the home team?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
It's different for different sports.
Yeah,
it's
my
different.
bad.
It's different. Usually it's the bottom one for U.S. sports, but if Ramon's saying they're on the road, they're on the road. I'm going off of the eye test, Ramon. I've watched both. I've been watching. I stay up, and Hawthorn's been when I've been. What's funny is though I haven't been watching them when I'm not betting them, so maybe I need to go back and look. But anyway, if Dan's telling me Hawthorn, I can co-sign that one. Ramon says Fremantle, though, maybe. Ramon, are you betting Fremantle? Or is that just information? Because if you're betting Fremantle, then maybe I need to back up on that. We are all caught up with that.
She needs 35. Caitlin has 20, 11, and 4. Is that 35?
Did Washington just hit a home run? They're up 3-1.
Yes, she hit it right on the number, bro.
What's that?
Kaylee hit her PRA too, right at it.
And Aja scored a bucket. We cashed Aja Wilson like nothing. This is what I'm saying. People bitch over football. No, we have tons of shit to bet. And by the way, the stuff that we're betting right now, the edges are bigger than they are because guess what? The books aren't focusing as much on WNBA as they are on the NFL. Now, I'm not saying that it's easy money, but compared to NFL, start capping some other sports, guys. Start watching us. We'll help you out.
Especially if you find a nice angle that you could just stay on.
Yeah, and that's the thing. In NFL, you can't really, or NFL or NBA or even college sports, you can't really take one angle and bank on it. In these sports, some of them, you can ride one angle out for all season long and be profitable. It's
27.
Even not so much MLB with one angle, but MLB. You guys get what I'm saying. It's a sport that the tote is smaller, so there's less focus on it. The algorithms aren't built out as much.
Yeah,
I'm not saying we're beating those, but we have more of a chance. We have more of a chance, more of a fighting chance. We're fighting with less of a disadvantage from the beginning.
Man, cash.
I'm going to tell you this right now, DJ. Celtics second half, you fucking guy.
Second quarter, Celtics.
DJ, I'm going to tell you this right now. Anyone that says that NFL's easy or they're like a lifetime 60, they're liars. It's the hardest sport in the world to cap. It's the most money's on it.
Especially on the spread.
Yeah. No, it is the sharpest. That's where the books focus most of their attention on. And, Anyway, fucking people come in and say, I only bet NFL. Well, I tell you, you know what I say when someone says that? You're losing. You're a loser. You lose. Because I know. We all know. You are
a loser.
We have to squeak out wins in the NFL.
Bro, the Mercury came all the way back, bro. They were down like 20. They went on like a 20-2 run. And they're down only by 6 points now.
Oh, my girlfriend's the top scorer today. Sophie Cunningham has 21 points. A rare big game for her. She must be shooting threes. I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna tell you, boy, that Copper girl, she's a dog day. Start looking at her. Copper for the Mercury.
I'm going to now. I bet her once this year, but I'm usually betting Griner or Taurasi when I'm betting that.
Yeah, see, Griner's not the game. She got hurt, so she's getting all the possessions now. Copper. And Taurasi's not playing, so she has to score. And she's a dog. Yeah. She can create her
That's why Sophie's got so many points. Diana and Griner are out, so it's like, who else are they going to? Yeah.
They've come all the way back, bro. Nice. I love that. Because women are competitive, bro. Like, the more I watch it, no, seriously, the more I watch it, like they're more competitive than some of the men that just looking to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's scary. It's scary. I mean, you know what I can't imagine, and like this, I'm saying nothing about like the actual act of this or not making any sort of statements, but can you imagine people in the locker room, like being married and being on the same team, or dating and being on the same team? Like, that doesn't happen in male sports that I know of. There could be guys dating on a team under refs, but they openly are married. Like, think about all of those problems, and then try to have your career and play a professional sport, like taking your problems home and shit. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And not only that, to add to it, which is I think is the worst thing, you're open yourself for criticism because you're a public figure. You see what I'm saying? So
they keep it quiet, but like I think Dana Taurasi's married to like one of her coaches or something,
really?
or like some they were linked somehow. And then there's that other I don't know. There's just, I can't imagine
teammates on the Sun that just got engaged.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Too.
On the Kinetic Sun. I saw that the other day. I was like, wow, they're getting married.
And that's all cool, but like, think about your work. They always talk about, we talked about my last girlfriend. She was one of my vendors from work. That never works out. Dating someone at work, that fucking never works out.
For real.
Who's her what? Dana Taurasi's wife is definitely, she married a former teammate. Yeah. At the time, Penny Taylor was a director of player development for the team. So yeah, teammate, management, same fucking thing. You're a Rhode Islander. What about my mom? My mom was right there. That's my mom. Talking about
I want to get Copper on.
Talking about Nate.
I want to get Copper on the podcast, bro.
Oh.
She's a dog, like for real.
Yeah, get him, Nate. He's not from Boston. He's a New Englander. He's a chowder sucker, but he's not from Boston. He's still a wicked pissa. Do they say that? Do they say that in Providence? Kingston? Is it New Kingston or Kingston? I've been there, actually. No.
All right, so let's go down the list. Asia, 29 points, 18 rebounds. Cash, Cooper, 20. What she got at? She just did a sick reverse like Michael Jordan move. She got 31, bro. Kaylin Clark, how many assists? 12. Boom. Cashed all 3, man.
Let's see how far Providence is from Boston. You gotta understand, Nunya. It's 60 miles away. I mean, 60 miles is like a part of the valley, which is LA to downtown. So it's
Bregman home run. 3-0 Astros.
I'm gonna cash it too.
Let's go. I'm sweating that over 4
45
and a
minutes,
half.
yeah.
I need 2 more runs to see if they can get it. Because they walked Alvarez twice already.
Nunya, you don't want to mess with Nate. He has the wrench, and Nasty Nate has an itchy trigger finger.
Man, she's my new favorite player, bro. Like, man, this girl.
Caitlin Clark or Cooper?
Cooper, man. Copper.
Copper.
Yeah, Cop. Yeah, man. She plays like Cope, like she's a dog, man. Like, seriously. Like, for real. She was down all those points. She only had maybe like 13 points going into the fourth quarter. She got 31 now, bro. Like, for real. She just turned it on that quick. Boom. Come on, Alvarez. What we doing? What we doing, Alvarez? Oh, come on. Why you swing at that? Sometimes you be like, why did he swing at that? Copper. Like, she don't care about a double team or nothing, Dave. She don't care. She gonna go to the hole.
I love it.
Like, seriously, she don't care. She's fearless. That's the word I was looking for. She's fearless. Perfect word for her.
Wine time's on the Blue Jays money line. Starts in 15 minutes.
Blue Jays, huh? Who they playing?
Good luck.
Yeah, who they playing? The
I don't
Giants.
even know. I'm looking it up. The Diamondbacks. Yeah. I mean, sure. Good luck. I stayed away from that game. Shows you I didn't even know what they're playing.
I did too. Especially below 500 teams. You got to really find a good angle to bet an under 500 team, in my opinion. Alvarez.
What happened?
He got a hit.
Yeah, he did.
I'm trying to get this team total over. Like, if somebody get a home run right now, I catch. Bregman. Oh, nice swing, boy.
Dodgers take the lead.
Dodgers take the lead.
Didn't bet the game, but just interesting to see. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4 games left. 3 pop off in 15 minutes, and then in 50 minutes, the Twins Giants game. I'm going to make an executive decision and say we're gonna go probably another 30 minutes, and then out of here. I know that it's too much, and when I don't want to watch one game going all the way till 10. And I know people are going to show up and after whatever they're doing and all that, but we'll talk about the plays. If you guys have questions in the chat, but LJ's got a family and I've got other stuff to do, like eat, which I haven't done today. I just realized my stomach started growling.
You haven't ate all day?
No, I'm on a weird schedule. I stayed up really late last night.
You just said it, yeah.
When I say I haven't eaten, I ate a banana and okay. two of those Yakult yogurt things for probiotics.
Okay, yeah, I like those. Those are good.
They taste great, but I had those 7 hours ago, and that's all I've had. And I'm a big fat guy.
Yeah. My body does not allow me to do that, bro. I'll get a headache.
I just got caught up, and I'm starting to get a headache. But anyway,
she scored again. She's a dog, man. Oh my god, she's my new favorite player.
Copper. You live bet the Brewers 128.
I'm gonna get a jersey. Like, seriously, I want to meet her, bro. I want to meet her, interview her. I want to know where her drive comes.
Here's a question: if you wear a WNBA jersey as a male, is that cross-dressing?
Good. I wouldn't wear the jersey. I'll just have it up like as Frank, but I wouldn't wear it. But that's an interesting question. But I don't see why it would. I mean, is it women's clothing or is it just apparel?
No, it's not. It's I don't know. I don't know.
I think it's just sports apparel. I wouldn't necessarily say it's women's clothing. I mean, that's a good time. I'm gonna write that down, Dave. I like that, man. Let's write that down. He's wearing a WNBA jersey.
Cross-dressing. I haven't been there. I know where that is. That's where Nick's is, right? That's right. That's where the Italian joint is, Nick's. Is that still there?
Ask my wife that question. Watch this. Hold on. Let's get a woman's opinion on it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah, it's none. Wine time. Nick's Pizza, one of my favorite pizzas, and which is favorite pizzas from New York and out east, but really good pizzas in that parking lot by Home Depot. So I know where that sushi place is. I've never been there. Parking lot right before Nick's. Yeah. I haven't, but I know that cross section really well. Fucking phone's going off. Let me get that. Hold on. Sorry, everybody. No one's on screen. Turn off my phone. Yeah, there's a lot of things in that area. Wine time. There's that. Is it Patty's? That Irish place. It's across the street and up the street. There's also that empanada place that used to be across the street. I don't know if it's there anymore. It used to be called Empanada Place.
Okay.
What'd she say?
It says no. It's not cross-dressing because it's just sports apparel. You're just supporting the player of the team.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Hey, it's all good.
Patrick's Pub. Yeah. I had a buddy. We went there fucking 15 years ago. And he
didn't get the first 5 over. It's all good. I had a good night. We can lose a couple. You know what I'm saying? It's all good though. It's been a winning night.
I had one time I had a guy, a buddy. Well, it wasn't a buddy. He was a friend of a friend. He was kind of a liability, but he was from Tehachapi, which you might know or not know. That's in the San Joaquin Valley. It's kind of podunky. But anyway, his brother was there and all of his friends, and they always like to go out and get in fights and stuff. That's why we didn't like him, because he tried to fight. He'd get drunk and try to fight anyone, girls and everything. It was weird.
Oh,
yeah, he was a fucking punk, but he was huge. He was big. He was just not a good person. But anyways, his brother was there, and I didn't know his brother that much, but they almost get in a fight with some guy, and his brother, I don't know how he got away with it, didn't get arrested, pulled a knife out of his. By the way, you can't have a concealed weapon, but you can carry a knife. In California, this is what's crazy. You can't carry a gun, but you can carry a knife. It doesn't matter how big it is. You can carry a machete on you as long as it's on your hip, like people can see it. It can't be concealed, and it has to be a fixed blade. You can have an opening blade that's 2 3/4 inches. Anyways, doesn't matter, because this guy had cowboy boots on, and he whips out a fucking Crocodile Dundee knife in a bar fight. And I don't know how the cops weren't called and all that, but
yeah,
that's that pub. Wine time. Patrick's Pub was at that pub. This guy whipped out this knife out of his boot, and needless to say, we did not like hanging out with those guys, because they were liabilities.
Definitely. Especially when you're trying to fight females too. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that wasn't there. It was what happened was we went out one night. We were all in our 20s. This is fucking so long ago. It feels like 15 years ago. And we all went back to, this is in Redondo Beach. We all went back to our buddy's place. We're all going to crash. And we were with guys and girls and all that. And there was this blowout bed in the living room where these 2 girls were sleeping, and this fucking orangutan just lays down on the bed and doesn't get up. And so the girls were trying to get him up, because that's where they were sleeping. And he's flailing around and nails one of them in the neck, almost slaps her in the face.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, he was a fucking punk. I don't know where he is
Sounds
now.
like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like it, buddy.
Yeah. It was a sword, Ramon. It wasn't a knife. Yeah, it was at Patty's. It was actually outside. I was smoking a cigarette outside, and he walked outside. And after all that, they didn't even throw a punch. It wasn't even a real fight. What it is this guy just wanted to pull out his knife and show how tough he was. Like, hey, like, it's like a guy that carries a gun that's never going to use it. There's those types of guys too, you know.
Yeah.
Fucking pussies. Can't fight. Anyway. Well, I think LJ and I only didn't cash one bet each. I mean, fuck, we cashed everything else. I kind of want Cam to come back and talk about his bets, but if he doesn't, that's not a big deal. Because I can't remember them. But on the games coming up, we got Mariners Angels. I'm on the first 5 under 4.5. You can get 4, fine, but I like 4.5 better. Braves and Padres. I don't know where to go with that one. That's a tricky one.
Yeah, I stayed off of that one.
I don't like Waldron as a pitcher, but the guy that's on the mound for the Braves gives up a lot of runs. Blue Jays, Diamondbacks. I'm staying away from Blue Jays games, period, unless I have an edge. There's 0 edge in that game. No, thank you. And then Twins and Giants, I'm on the full game under.
Okay.
For that one. You got anything in the last few games?
No, I didn't take any late night action. I was heavy invested in early action, so I'm satisfied with the night. I can go to sleep very happy.
Yeah. There's the Braves Padres. Well, don't feel like I've done this for thousands of hours. If you want to go, you're welcome to go. You can stay. I love hanging out with you. I'm not pushing you out, but if you got to go, we're only going to be here for about 30 minutes anyway. So,
yeah, I was about to. My wife wanted me to do something like
go pay attention to her. She's much more important than all of us.
All right, well, yeah, man. Like I said, good night. Cashed WNBA. Cashed all my props in WNBA.
Oh yeah,
spectacular. Mets team total cashed. What else did I have earlier? The Astros first 5 over did not cash, but hey, winning night. It's all good. So yeah, hopefully we have a good weekend. No more rain. Lights stay on. Hopefully we can get through this disaster. So praying everybody gets their electricity. By tomorrow or Sunday. That's what the electric company said. Everybody will be fully restored by Sunday. So hopefully that helps. Did Seager get a home run?
What just happened? Seager had a home run.
He hit the home run. He hit the home run. So listen, Corey Seager is now 8-1 to the over 1.5 bases in the first game of a road series, Dave.
Wow.
The trend continues.
That's crazy. See, if you guys aren't watching, you guys can't cash.
Oh man, what? That just capped my night off because I sprinkled that just because of the trend. Wow.
All right, well, you probably shouldn't have yelled so much. So now she knows you want some money. So now you got to go take her on a date. What are you doing?
Yeah, she'd be all right. But hey, man, I can leave on that note, Dave. So appreciate you, man. We'll talk soon. And everybody keep cashing, man. Let's get this money.
All right. LJ from H-Town. Let's get the smaller Dave head there. Did I not send you the link, Dylan? Dylan, I'll send you the link. We got about 30 minutes. Yeah, let's talk about UFC for the last 30 minutes. We're getting out here a little earlier, but fuck, how did I not send you the link? We talked last night. I didn't even fuck. What a horrible friend I am. Dave. Fucking Dave. That's what happens, man. I swear I've killed off too many brain cells. Send Dylan the link. I have no plays in the UFC tomorrow. I'm not that interested in Rose anymore. She can die. Oh, we'll talk about it. Dave's a bad friend. Yeah. By the way, is that really you, Jacob? Trying to find a way to prove it. Jacob, since you've been gone, there's been a lot of people portraying other people. I'll think of a question to vet you in a second. But anyways, we need to get this guy on. Oh, shit. We haven't done a lot of stuff recently. I forgot this guy shaved all his pubes off his face. So he actually looks like a decent looking guy. What do you know? But this is before he got a little out of shape. We'll show him here. Whoa! Who's this guy?
I love the intro. He shaved his pubes off his face, and he's a little bit out of shape right now.
It flows. What can I say?
No, I feel it.
Yeah,
I like your hair, dude. You styled it for once. I've never seen you style your hair.
It's just getting long in the front. So I don't know.
I didn't know you owned any hair products. Looks good though. Looks good.
No, this is sweat. This is not grease.
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't showered
I've
today.
been there. That's why I'm wearing a hat.
Haven't showered today. Main event pick, Kristen Foxen. By the way, I have not paid attention to WSOP recently, but I have been watching other poker stuff, mostly cash games. But we can talk about another. Thug Rose by head kick. Really? How much?
Again?
I'm not on her. We all know. Remember that one fight months ago that we were all high on her? It was your play of the day and all this shit, and she fucking she didn't show up. She just said, "Hey, I'm not fighting today."
Exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, let's just get right to the point. I'm on fucking Tracy Cortez just because of all those reasons. Straight up, dude. She's on a 11 fight win streak. I mean, she's a good contender. She's number 11 ranked. I believe that she has all the tools. Rose never liked grappling, so I believe if she works the grappling, she's going to get that done. Bookies had this opened in a -110 pick'em, Dave. Public jumped on Rose again, and I'm just not going to do the same mistake. Win or lose, I'm just not going to do it again. +175, I have to take it, so I'm on Tracy Cortez.
Oh, it's +170. You're getting that much value? Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
it was +200, and then I dropped to +175, but Rose stayed right there at -225.
Wow. Yeah, they're inviting that money in, aren't they? That makes me. Should I bet it? Well, what's the over at? That's what I want to know.
I mean, honestly, I did a little bit of research on this one. It's not my favorite over on the card. We always talk about women's overs, of course, Dave.
Yeah.
But the other two, absolutely, my friend. Like, absolutely, I could see them go in the distance. Problem with that one is that Tracy's never fought 5 rounds before. I don't really like the overs in a 5-round fight. I could see Tracy getting a finish. Like, I capped her for a submission or a decision. That's why I'm just going to play the money line and not choose and get greasy with it.
The over's -300. Fuck that.
Yeah. Let's see. We have Luana Santos versus Maria Agapova. Over 1.5 is -200. That's parlayable.
It is. So 224 over 1.5.
And then Jasmine Jasduvicius, the over 2.5 is -350. But I know you don't buy chalk, but when it comes to women's fight, you put those two together, get close to even money. I mean, that's what you've been doing.
Yeah, you could do that. Jasduvicius, she's a Canadian, isn't she? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. Decent looking, isn't she? If I remember correctly.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, better looking than a lot of those fucking dogs.
Yeah, honestly, I'll be honest. I don't know much about Fatima Klein. She's a new fighter on the scene. Watched a bit of her tape, but it's really hard to tell just off a couple fights.
Oh no, I'm thinking about someone else. This isn't her. I remember this girl, but yeah, she's Canadian. I'm thinking about someone else. Yeah, she's.
So you'll jump to the other bets quick. I'm on Abdul Razak Al Hassan over Cody Brundage. Cody Brundage is a round 1 or bust. His gas tank won't go further than 5 minutes. If he doesn't get it done, then he won't. And Abdul, he's been looking better lately. He's put together good game plans. He also has cardio issues because he's a big muscular guy, but I feel like he's managing his gas tank better than Cody Brundage ever has. So I'm going to put him in a parlay. And with Drew Dober, I'm on Drew Dober because Gene Silva, he fought on the last pay-per-view. They had a pay-per-view. We had a break week, and Gene Silva's back again like 2 weeks later. I don't like fast turnarounds for fighters. And Drew Dober, he's got all the skills. Plus, he's got the crimson chin, the biggest chin in the UFC. Gene Silva, knockout artist. So I got to jump on the Drew Dober side. I think there's a little bit of recency bias on Gene Silva.
Okay.
So those are the only 3 official picks I have is Tracy, Abdul, and that last one.
There's a guy's name's actually Muslim
Salikov, yeah.
Never heard of him.
He's all right. He's been around for a while. Honestly, I would consider him as a dog. Santiago Ponzinibbio. He's not the most impressive guy. I'm not going to say the number's probably right where it should be, but I think it's going to be a little bit closer. But I don't think it's too widely lined of a fight, so I'm not going to take the dog there.
Yeah, I'm
not enough meat on the bone, as they say.
You're the UFC guy, not me, but I'm going to say that I am very underwhelmed by this UFC card. I don't care that much about it.
I mean, they're usually very minimal after you had a big pay-per-view that kind of falls off. But I mean, for me, it's still UFC Denver, right? It's not in the Apex. It's not a traditional fight night. So it's still in a stadium with a crowd. So it's going to have that kind of pay-per-view feel. So, I mean, that alone could give the judges a little bit of sway.
People on this card suck. I mean, Rose and Tracy are the top, are like the pulls.
There's guys that I like. I like Josh Van a lot. He's a good fighter at flyweight versus Charles Johnson. That's going to be a good one. That's like the people's main event.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, you pretty much hit the nail on the head.
It's a horrible card. It's probably a good betting card, but a horrible fan card. But we have another guy to bring on, and he has an intro that we haven't played for a while because he's been on vacation. So we will play his intro and then bring him in here. Which one should we play? He actually has two. I'm not gonna do the other one. We'll do this. There he is.
Jacob!
What's up, dude?
Is it worth it? Let me work it. Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. Hell
have
yeah.
you seen that fat old lady singing that at like some fucking picnic reunion karaoke?
No, I gotta catch up.
No.
Yeah, look, just type in woman singing Missy Elliott at picnic or at karaoke, and it's fucking hilarious. But anyways, it's good to see you. So here's the thing, hockey season's over, so what are you doing with yourself?
Just taking a step back, man, just getting everything in order, getting all the figured out.
Hell yeah.
Getting work started up, took a few weeks off, and just hit the reset button. Dylan's Oilers fucked me.
They fucked me too, bud.
The Panthers were always the Panthers.
No, Dave, I know, but I had to follow my heart.
I got you. No, you had a reason. All these other people that like were saying, oh, the past 4 games, fucking Edmonton's goalie this and therapist that and
honestly, I didn't read into that shit. I flip-flopped. I was on the Panthers and I was on the Oilers. I won some, I lost some, but in the end, once they had that 3-game streak, I had to go with my boys again.
Yeah, it worried me too, boy.
How do you think I feel taking a fucking series for the Oilers when they were down 3-0?
I took the same thing. I took them to win the cup at plus 800.
You got max value
this year. I got a plus 1,000 this year. And then when they started making that comeback, that immediately went to plus 700. So I took it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't even remember what it was. I had to have someone do it for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry for fans. I'm sorry for people that have the money on it, but this just shows you the type of teams that win championships. The Baltimore Ravens. People don't realize that the Rays and the Marlins have been in one World Series. Like these teams, they're just the team that's put together well as a team is better than a team with a handful of superstars.
Well,
that's true.
Florida's been building for this though. I mean, they've won the last 2 Eastern Conference championships. And even the year before that, they won the President's Trophy. They were the best team in the regular season.
We've been saying it since last year. We were watching Florida and making good bets on them, and this year
they don't have any superstar. This is the thing; they're just all good. There's not.
They do though. Just nobody gives a fuck about them.
Well, okay, Kachuk, superstar. Okay, fine.
I would venture into Barkov as well.
Carter Verhaeghe.
They just have really good players. They're just
Carter Verhaeghe was another guy that showed up in the playoffs like crazy.
And Reinhardt in the beginning, like they've got dudes.
Sam Reinhardt, yeah.
And let's not talk about the biggest for me. Bobo just decided one day last year in the playoffs, hey, I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good again. I'm gonna fucking be the best goalie in the NHL.
The man's won 2 Vezina trophies.
Oh, I know that, but he fell off. You remember not this season, but last season, how bad he was in the regular season? Because he was like 0.87.
When you're playing for a shitty organization the way he was,
I was going to say,
you finally get a breath of fresh air. It takes some getting used to. It takes some getting used to a different defensive scheme in front of you.
Is that tattoo new, Jacob?
No, I've had all these.
I just haven't seen that before. It looks shiny too. It looks like it's Vaselined up.
Well, I've been doing my damn skincare routine every day.
All right.
He jerks off with the other side of his hand, so that's why.
What I do is I do the stranger. I sit on one hand until it goes dead.
It goes numb. Yeah.
Tell you something funny happened to me today. I went out for a few beers with the boys after work, and the server came up with like 3 big steins all in her left hand, and I was like, "That's impressive. That's a nice left-handed grip." And I said to her, "I was like, that's the opposite of me. My right is very strong, but my left is not as much." And she said, "Oh, I wonder why," and then walked away.
So all you do is if you want a different angle, you just take your other hand, your non jerk off hand, and turn it around upside down. Then you have like less mobility and like, anyways.
How did we get so carried away so fast?
Well, this is nerd talk. We don't know what happens here. But we got about
the deal, Dave. Why are we ending it early?
Well, a few reasons. One is
sports on.
Well, one is it's the boring. I don't think it's boring, but it's the boring season. There's going to be one game that just starts at 7. So what are we going to watch that till 10? No, that's number one. Number two, a lot of people are busy today. And number 3, selfish reason, but I invite everyone in the chat, I always do this, to go backstage with me. I need some time to cap. There's 7 games in the AFL and the NRL today. There's a lot of action late night, which goes till 3 a.m, and I'm putting at least a unit or 2 on most of the games. I've been slamming them, so I need time to cap, and I didn't. So it's selfish reasons. I'm sorry.
It's not selfish if you're trying to give out that action to other people. And the guys that subscribe to your picks, that's not selfish. That's
I'm not going to sit here on screen and cap. I could if there were more people. It would the noise would I could be drowned out in it. But we're also dealing with less people watching anyway right now. So, but 10 minutes. So what we're going to do is anyone in the chat that wants to ask questions about games that haven't gone off or tomorrow. We've talked about soccer. We've talked about UFC. We've talked about baseball. We've talked about WNBA. Anything you guys want to know about, shoot it in the chat or DM me later. AF and NRL are great. Yes, Trap God. They are. They're awesome. But I'm just going to have an open floor for 10 minutes. You guys want to talk about anything you want? Let's do it because
hell yeah,
my bets are in.
I just stopped by. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. I'm feeling really, really good today. I'll tell you, my work week went fucking great. Nailed that shit. Life problems, been solving them. And, we're looking forward to a Who Banging trip in Vegas. Everything's just going my way. Bets, been smacking them last 3 days, been killing it.
Are you going to that? You're going to Vegas?
Yeah.
Well, we'll meet each other. There you go.
Fuck yeah, Dave.
I live less than 2-hour drive from Vegas. I was just there last week. Not partying. Vegas is a big. They have things that we don't have here, so I go there to pick things up. And
hell yeah, it's been hot as fuck this week too, Dave. You could relate being in Arizona. It's been 97 Fahrenheit here, which it's bad. But I talked to a server at the bar. She was just in Arizona last week. She said it was up to 50 Celsius for us, so it was like 110 Fahrenheit, and I was like, oh, that's the temperature you leave your oven at to keep things warm after you cook them. That's fucking high, dude.
This week, 4 of the 5 days were 120 or over. The record here is 127 or 126. 120, which is over 50, I think.
We were at 98 Fahrenheit, and we got sent home early from work, and we got an ice cream truck to work just to treat us like we're not out there as slaves and shit. But it was that bad. We were dying, dude. Like fucking, I put in 6 nails in a row. I was swinging my hammer 6 nails in a row, and my balls were just like sweating. Everything was like done. My energy was gone. I couldn't do nothing, and I was trying to keep working. 6 nails, and it was all the energy I could give in the hot sun. That's about fucking 25 hammer swings.
Do we know if Uruguay has suspended players from I haven't looked at the card situation. I just don't care that much about that game because it's the 3rd place game versus Canada. That might be a game that has an edge. We can get an edge because no one's going to be paying attention. We'll look at cards. Let's look at cards right now. Look at cards for Uruguay.
Whew.
Oh yeah, I remember Uruguay and Colombia were
the other thing that made me feel great about my job. Sorry to talk about me for a minute, but we're building a swimming pool right now, Olympic-sized swimming pool. So this shit has to be within 2 millimeters because people are going to record their swimming times on the shit that we're building. So we built the first wall today, and the bosses came out to check that shit. We were within 1 millimeter. I was pretty proud of myself.
1 millimeter.
Within 1 millimeter of building our construction walls.
That's
he said it wasn't over, it was under, it was within. It was like 0.7 mils, and I was like, fuck, that's beautiful. Usually when we build things, I'll give you guys an inside tip to construction. When they say the building needs to be built this big, lots of guys make a mistake, and then you just say, yeah, we'll just build it a little bit bigger. It doesn't matter. It happens all the time, straight up. But in this case, it can't happen. And we don't usually get that. Usually we have 5 millimeters, 10 mils of tolerance. Hell, 20 if you talk to the engineer about it. You can get even up to 100 mils, you know? But yeah, the swimming pool has to be exact to record like Olympic times, record-keeping sakes.
Fellas,
pretty interesting.
I got my new work schedule. I'm off on weekends now, so I'll have to get with y'all a little bit earlier next week.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see... Trap God, I don't see anything on this site that shows me any suspensions. Wasn't there a red card right at the end of the game, though? I know there was a red card earlier in the game.
Canadian coach says he's planning to play a lot of the backups, according to Trap God.
Yeah, who got the red card for?
Excuse me.
No, there wasn't a red card for.
Week.
You out of here, Jake?
Yeah, I gotta get some shit done before I lay down.
All right, buddy.
Yeah.
We'll see you.
Well, it was nice seeing you again.
Y'all too. I don't work weekends. I'm off every weekend now, so next week I'll jump in here a little bit earlier.
Hell yeah. Hit me up with some dirty memes, Jacob.
I'll have to get you some. I've been away from the game for a little bit. All right, I'll see y'all boys later.
Have a good one.
See you, bud.
Fernando, yeah, I know the Colombia got a red card. We bet Uruguay. We slammed them when they hit. I thought there was a late red card. It wasn't, but there were just a few late cards. Jimenez and De La Cruz got yellow cards for Uruguay. I don't see anything.
Yeah, I went out for that.
Go ahead.
So go ahead.
No, we're good.
I was gonna say I went out for that Canada versus Venezuela game, and I didn't even follow soccer. I'm not even rooting for Canada, but man, that was so crazy. They went to a fucking shootout and drawed it according to penalties. Oh, yep. Fuck! I was at the bar and I was with my Venezuelan friend from work, and I was like, I think Venezuela is better. I don't know. He's like, you think Canada has a good soccer team? I'm like, I don't follow it, but I've heard we've been doing better. Blah blah blah. And he's like, Venezuelan has these players, like we're gonna kill it. And man, that was a tight game. The fact that Canada was competitive with Venezuela, like they're both very good fucking teams. I was so into the soccer match that night, Dave. Oh man,
soccer is fun to watch. That's for sure.
We're bugging our buddy. Sorry, I'm just rambling here.
No. It's all good. I'm looking at some other shit, but good thing we're winding this down because we've been winning. But the one bet we gave up, I mean, it's already 2-2 in that Angels game, the bottom of the first. So we're probably going to lose. That'll be a loser for the first 5 under. But that's not bad. Only 6 bets. We lose 2. I'll take that. How about them Astros? Yeah, how about them, Peasy?
Astros been smacking it lately, dude. Same with the Texas Rangers too. Like, I mean, I've just been following good teams this year and fading bad teams. So I parlayed these minus 250s, you know, like I do. And I've been smacking up on Houston Astros and Texas Rangers. So today I was like, I really don't know what the fuck to do here. So I thought I would just watch and see what happens. I wanted to take Texas Rangers, the underdog, you know me. And I thought they were both very good teams, but clearly not happening. But I think maybe tomorrow, though. I've been watching a lot of this MLB, not watching games, but following them. And there's a lot of back and forth. So I think with 2 teams like this, you know, one will win today, the other one wins tomorrow. I think that's what's hardest about MLB is, you know, they play series, right? So
Yeah.
They're going to win, lose, and it's hard to flip-flop your bets, right?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to lose. Yeah, it's hard. It's the streaks in the baseball season's so long, so a streak in baseball doesn't mean as much for betting and otherwise than it means in other sports.
That's what I'm starting to learn. The format is so different.
When you play 3 days in a row or 4 days in a row at the same stadium, it's hard to have the same team beat them every. It's just. It's tough. I'll
tell you, like, one of the, not my number one rule, but like the rule that sticks out in my head that I really don't do and stick to it. Jimmy G told me this. He said, don't bet on doubleheader games when they play at 11 a.m. and then 3 p.m. Just don't bet on those fucking games when they're playing for 8 hours, the same team versus the same team. Just stay away from that shit. There's so much other baseball to bet on.
The game one you'll see a lot of cappers. It's hard to do the second game because you don't know what starters are going to be playing. You don't know how the bullpens in the first game. So the first game's bettable a lot. The second game, unless you have an edge on a pitcher or something, I think the last time, I can't remember the last time I bet a game two. Oh, it was last year. I bet both. No, it was this year. I bet one time this year. I bet was it the Tigers? I can go back. I just graded this, regraded it a few days ago. I took both games, but that's rare. You shouldn't.
Yeah. And I mean, like, people that understand baseball, like you and Jimmy, they'll do it. They'll understand their angles. But he was like, a beginner lesson for you. Don't even try that shit right now. Just stay away from that. You're just probably going to lose money learning. So learn from me and just don't fucking do it. Is the one that sticks out in my head that I just won't do.
Yeah, he's not. I don't see anyone on the suspended for Uruguay. So I looked at what the fucking site is this? Transfermarket.com. I just Googled it, but I'm sure they're legit. Brawl in Baltimore. It's the problem with the Uruguay game. Here's the problem. It's kind of like bowl games for good teams that go in shitty bowls. I don't know how Uruguay is going to care them. Canada is going to care. This is like the furthest Canada's gotten in like any international soccer tournament. This is like,
I think Canada did it like last year or the year before.
Yeah.
In the FIFA tournament. That's when I first I haven't been following Canadian soccer, but they won once.
This is a much bigger deal for Canada than Uruguay.
Starting to take notice.
You think Uruguay cares? I don't know. I don't know. To me, I wouldn't give a fuck about third place if I'm Uruguay. Uruguay has 2 World Cups, 2 World Cups or 3. Fernando would know.
But they won a third. They would care about getting another one, I think.
But this is Copa America. This is third place game. This is the third place game in the regional cup. It is a big tournament, but third place means nothing. No one gives a fuck about third place at Copa America.
No, I'm saying they would care about winning a trophy for a third time.
Yeah, but they're not winning. They're winning a third place. They're winning they of course, but they're not. They're Anyway, Carlos Alcaraz is a lock to beat. I don't like the L word, but I'm with you on that. I think Alcaraz.
I'd bet on the young guy versus the old guy. He's on his way out the door. Eventually, he may win again, but long term, I think we keep betting on Carlos when he gets to the finals over the legend.
Canada will be playing scrubs.
Coach said this.
I don't know the angle on that. I guess we can look at it. Why would Canada not want to give their best foot? Third place to them in the Copa is a big deal. Third place in Uruguay. Uruguay is one of those teams that's either win or not. It's nothing. Like them and Argentina. If they don't win, if second place is like last place to them, should be, I think. And Brazil, same thing.
Fernando says he agrees after what happened in Uruguay, and over 2.5 might be the look.
Yeah, if you parlay them.
I mean, from everything we're saying right now, it sounds like competitive.
What happens if Uruguay wins 2-0 though? What if Canada can't score? I mean, Canada had two red cards in the game before last, and only scored 1 goal in 3 games. I think it's I don't know.
Yeah, I need to take a team and over 2.5. It does sound risky. I would try to get an over 1.5.
Coach watches bench to get big games. That's a good point. Oh, look who's here. We're gonna call this guy Shark Junior because he shows up right at the end of the show and he's gonna make me go on for 2 more hours. He won't do that, but sure, Shark does it. He always shows up late to shows and he wants to talk for 3 hours.
Just like I just did.
No. But I that's why I cut it off at the pass. But anyways, he's back. He was here earlier.
Loving that chiseled jawline we can see now, Dylan.
Yeah, he can see his face. No pubes on.
Yeah, dude, you literally look 10 years younger with your beard.
Yeah, you just want to know what the weird thing is right now? Here, hold on. Let me bring this laptop a little
If you
bit.
show me your penis, I'm leaving.
No. Look, they're not even that red until it grows out long and then it gets some more red in it,
Yeah.
It makes you look more youthful, mate.
No, put the
I know. I always told you guys I had a baby face. That's why I wasn't sad about losing that bet. I just wanted to put my beard on the line against Gaucho's, and hopefully he would have to shave his beard.
I
think his meant a lot more to him than mine did.
I remember when I was a kid, my dad shaved his beard off, and we thought our dad left. We didn't know who the guy was.
Thought your mom was actually.
But my dad's face looks longer than it is. When his beard's gone, he's like half his chin goes away. I'm like, what the fuck happened to your face?
Yeah, I got a lot of good feedback on it. I think I'm gonna keep it shaved.
Oh, Davies is hurt. All right, this will be the last thing we talk about. And I kind of don't even care about this game until they started talking about it. There might be an edge on it. So to fill Dan in, we're talking about the consolation game for the Copa between Uruguay and Canada. And the guys are saying that here's the hot scoop. The first question was is there anyone on Uruguay that's suspended? We say no. We can't find it. So we're saying right now it's no. But they say that Uruguay is going to care, which I don't necessarily agree with.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that either.
Yeah, and Canada won't care as much because they do care, but in a weird way. This makes sense. They want to get the guys on the bench more experience. So this game that kind of doesn't matter, they're going to throw them in there. I actually like that angle. So and the play we think is Uruguay and the over 2.5.
This is where this situation can be really, really tricky.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Marco Belisa, the manager of Uruguay, was in a press conference. I think it was yesterday. It wasn't after the game. It was the day after, saying how fucked this whole Copa America has been. The stadiums are horrible. The adjudicating's horrible. So he's one of those old-fashioned guys where he's all about principle. He doesn't care if they win or lose. Yeah. He'll put a team out there he'll just put. He probably doesn't care. He doesn't want to win third place. He doesn't give a fuck because the way they got done dirty in the last game. He's so pissed off about that. I'd just stay away from this game. I wouldn't even want to touch it.
BJ, good to see you, brother.
I was going to say Trap God earlier in the chat just before you showed up, Dan, 5 minutes ago. He said Canada will be playing their scrubs. The coach said this. So it's kind of the same scenario on both sides.
Yeah.
And then I just looked at the numbers. Make this make sense for me because I know you understand soccer more. So plus 475 on Canada, minus 175. I would say, according to UFC, I'd be like, that's wide as fuck. It makes no sense. But, I mean, I think the draw is probably playable there.
I don't know if there's any suspensions Uruguay players are going to be serving too from that brawl in the stands. Apparently what happened with that was Colombian fans surrounded the Uruguayan players' families in the stands, and security didn't do anything about it the whole game. They were told about it at halftime. They still didn't do anything about it. So that's why that brawl erupted at the end. And Darwin Núñez, who's the striker for...
I didn't hear about that at all. That's wild.
You didn't see him fight, like fist fighting in the stands, like throwing punches.
Yeah,
and it was a section... It was all Colombia, and there was a few Uruguay people in the middle.
Yeah.
And
Darwin Núñez, who plays for Liverpool, he's like probably their best player. He was throwing hands at people. Yeah, he was the one that brawled the most. And he was in the stand, bro. His kid's like 6 months old, and the kid was in that stand. So... It's pretty fucked up that, I'm
going to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you boys right now.
Everything's been shit in this Copa. It's so rigged. Like
it's cool. I don't like the rule change. People are talking about the penalties. I think they're stopping they're stopping the fucking clock right when there's no extra time. It's bullshit.
When they're wasting it in injury time. They stop it on the there should have been 8 minutes of extra time that wasn't. Anyway. But I guess we'll end on this.
story time, and I've told this story, but I'm going to tell you about how much these countries, fights and all this stuff, how much these countries love. When I say these countries, South American countries love their football, their football, as it were. In 2022 or 2023, I was a freshman in 2002, 2003. I was a freshman in college. I lived in a dorm that was on the southwest corner of campus, and across the street and down the way was the Coliseum where the USC plays. That's where they play their football games. And they also have other events there. And I walk outside my dorm. It's a Sunday. A lot of people go home that live locally or they're out. Sundays were a quiet day on campus, getting ready for the busy Monday. I walk outside Sunday afternoon about 2 or 3, and there's shit tons of people walking through the campus. And I'm like, I mean, literally, I'm talking like fucking Moses and the Red Sea. Like probably 5,000 people. It was ridiculous. These weren't college students, and I'm not being profiling or anything, but they were little kids. They were old men. They were old men with little kids. There's women with kids, pregnant women with kids, pregnant daughters with kids, just people everywhere. And they didn't go to USC, so I had to look. I had to whatever. So I went inside. And I was like, what the fuck could be going on? Because I was actually kind of scared. Was it a riot or something? I didn't know. I went inside, and in the common room of my dorm was a TV, and they were saying, oh, there's a friendly between Argentina and Mexico. And right north of campus is all around campus is very cultural, let's say. But north of it, there's a very big Hispanic community. They were walking to the game. That game had like 50,000 people. The stadium holds 100,000, but 50,000 people on a Sunday for a friendly. And after the game was worse than the beginning of the game. After the game, it was dark. I went outside again. I could see fires were lit outside. There were sirens. This was a friendly. They were going to kill each other. The next day on the news, people went to the hospital. They don't fuck around. The South Americans do not fuck around. The Latin American countries love their football, and that's the end of the story.
So do the
immigrant mentality, Dave.
So do the Brits. So does everyone. I know that.
No, but like in terms of violence, like if you go to like Romania and watch a soccer game there, and you watch like a derby there, that probably someone would be killed.
Yeah.
At the end of
this is in America. So if we
most
were
violent stories I've heard that come out of sports are definitely from soccer.
Yeah.
You guys heard this one back in the day? There was a referee made a bad judgment call, whatever. He gets off the plane and he got fucking shot.
Dude, Colombia, the Colombian national team's captain got murdered by fucking Pablo Escobar. They fucking put a
That's what I was saying. I was gonna say some cartel shit. He got off the plane and he got fucking shot. It's a legendary story.
94 World Cup in America. Yeah. You fucking.
Well, I was a young boy, guys. Just
literally as soon as he got off the plane, like they weren't fucking around. He died on the staircase walking off the plane. Yeah.
The guy who he killed, last name was Escobar as well. He was Escobar.
Well, there's probably a lot of people in Colombia that are Escobar, not just.
Yeah, I know that, but like.
By the way, BJ,
worth a Google.
It sucks because BJ's been the only time I've ever seen BJ on a show was on our show, and I want to do some more work with BJ. But BJ, we're shutting this down, bro. We're shutting early. I will give you a link to go backstage. We're gonna hang out.
Give me a link to go backstage.
We'll hang out. But let's shut this down. Let's go because I gotta give birth right now. So
all right.
Let's.
I have big news too, Dave. I'm also pregnant.
Yeah, we'll start with you. Go.
I'm also pregnant.
Are you?
Yay. You're not the bearded lady anymore. You just the.
Was that the news, or do you have good big news?
No, you just said you have to give birth, so I said I'm pregnant.
I have to take a growler, bro. This is gonna make noise. This is gonna growl like a bear coming out.
I'm doing the Fight Lounge later tonight. We're gonna go backstage. I'm gonna do studying while we hang out with you boys. It'll be on Who Bangin' Sports. That's it.
Yeah, and we're gonna look at some AFL plays too. So make sure you follow Dave because Dave will put a play out for AFL if we have something we like. So follow him on Twitter.
Yeah, I might throw it out on my wall. Actually, no, I want engagement with people. So the people that are here, if you want some plays to go to bed tonight and play,
comment on the yeah.
Don't even do that. DM me. We'll comment, but DM me Yeah, don't comment and think. I not that type of engagement. Engagement, like human engagement. DM me on Twitter, and I'll even send you a link backstage. We're going to be backstage for hours, or at least I will. So,
yeah, come hang out. We'll be there.
Yeah. All right, guys. We love you. We'll see you. Now, going on Dan's show makes me think I need an outro, but I'm not doing that right now. So we're just going to.
Here's the outro. Picks from Dave. Vibing 3 hours.
I know the timing of it. We can. Oh, we'll do an outro. Here's the outro.
Picks from Dave. Neapolitan Dynamite. Picks from Dave.
Should I save these? I have two. I have no clips.
Go on, save it.
Yeah. Fuck it. We're leaving. I'm just gonna press end stream. Goodbye, everyone.